I believe you can see stuff that is happening on my screen. I also need to move my mic up here and exec observer.cfg. Perfect. What are we doing today? Super hyped. I also need to share this too. Oh. Right here, clankers. Yeah.
Nice.
I think it's up. There's a lobby called right here, clankers, so I'm just gonna guess this password really quick.
Oh, 1, 2, 3 worked.
Oh, rip.
I'm in.
Ease game. What are we doing this week?
Is your guild tilted?
Yeah, it was Quave's guild.
Don't think I know who he is.
Alright. Oh my god, it shows it. Why can we not get team names? But Valve is just like, no, but fucking guild names, though. That's what we need.
It's taking up a lot of space, too. I kind of don't like that. I'd rather it just be like something you see in your profile.
It's kind of annoying.
I don't know.
It is kind of annoying, to be honest.
Alright, I am gonna grab a before we get started.
That's a good idea. It's a very good idea. I believe we already have a couple of people in the lobby too. I am trying to figure out what the hell is going on. Alright, anyway. We are all ready to go, I believe, in terms of casting. I should pull up chat or something so I can actually see. I need like a third monitor in order to actually be able to see it, but I can still see it over here on my side screen. And let me create a tweet. Stay on top of that. I also need export like so many different matches as well to to YouTube, so don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. We'll just do a quick we'll throw in a shout out. Zphyr doesn't have a Twitter, but oh well. And I also, there are so many Pokemon on my Pokemon Go. I also need to share my Twitter or my Twitch to send a quick shout out to the Discord over here. Streams contents. Although I missed a ton of posts. I really wish I copied over the Twitch stream name, because then I wouldn't have to worry about it, but I usually just copy copy paste what we do from the scheduled series anyway. Anyways, yeah, like some of the first matches since the Battle Pass came out, no real gameplay changes, so shouldn't see too much different of a meta, except maybe people have discovered a couple extra heroes because the Battle Pass has forced them to play differently. I'm gonna have to go grab water like in the middle of this at some point. But we'll see about that. Also, 1 second. And yeah, don't know what else to say. We're still casting Dota, just getting ready. 1 second here. I need to figure out. Oh, it's right there. Let's go grab that. Looks super easy. Okay. Anyway, yeah, Zphyr still AFK, but yeah, we're just gonna wait until we get the full lobby here. I believe I haven't casted streamer Simps before. We've seen a lot of these players on the Knights of Columbus, or whatever the heck their name is. Oh god, Knights of Alberts. I don't know if that's a new name, but I recognize a lot of these names on this team. I can't remember if they were actually in last season. I might need to go and look at... oh, Nika capitalizes the O in League of Legends. Well, shit. I don't know anymore. But yeah, I can pull up the bracket potentially. We can throw up the bracket here. If I can add a view for a display capture, because we're just going to do this super ghetto-ly. It does not like my display. Okay. What about display 2? It doesn't like that either. Display 1. Okay, it doesn't like that, so we won't do that. Anyway, if you want to go check out the bracket, I should probably have it linked in my Twitch, but if you go check out the Discord, you can check out the bracket. There are 16 teams this week. We are actually in the, I believe, 13 versus 4 seed matchup. Knights of Albert, the higher seed in this one, going into Streamer Simps. We don't actually have player information on this, but I mean, we can just see the players right here. Looks like we lost one, but yeah, we're just gonna restart. Brebe, Mafaz, QSS, which I think I've seen before, Slendy and Pancake. 4 of these players I haven't casted before, so I am super excited to watch some brand new people potentially to League of Legends. So see where we go from there. Let's bring that bracket over here. I'll just get rid of that actually. But yes, we're gonna get started quick. I have exhausted the list of things I could talk about. Oh, because I could say I haven't casted in a little bit. It's been a decent amount of time, I feel like. Basically, oh no, it's been like a week, I guess, because I haven't casted since CDL is over. RIP. And so pretty much I'm only casting League of Lads plus RD2L when I can. Usually attempt to cast EST Sunday for the most part, and then like other nights I just cast, you know, when I'm available. It kind of just depends on the day. It's never like a guaranteed thing, I guess. But usually Sunday nights I'll be casting. That's like the only guaranteed night. Otherwise, Twitter is there.
I'm here. Hello.
Zphyr is back. Okay.
You're plugging, dude? Can I plug Young Gravy's new album? I don't know.
No, that's illegal. That's money involved. I do this for free. Dude, the fact that you unironically like Young Gravy is something we need to talk about, but
there's something about him, right? He just doesn't care. Is there a client update? Do I need to restart?
I don't think I don't think so. I think we're good.
Oh, they just didn't make a team. I see. Streamer sim? Is that a picture of Pokimane? Oh my god. I already know which team I like better.
What is with simping Pokimane? Like, I feel like Pokimane has the highest amount of simps.
I don't know why.
Like, just, it's weird. It's always Pokimane. There's no other Twitch streamers.
I don't know why. Like, I don't get it. Like, there's some, but no one's at her level.
I don't know.
There have been close seconds, I think. There's been a lot of like people floating around on Twitter. I don't know if you keep up with that crap.
I don't.
Yeah, there was like this like.
I do not.
There's a lot of like TikTok girls now that people are really into. Oops. Flavor of the month is currently a
Is that the flavor of the month?
No, it's not. It's not Pokimane. She's like, I don't know. She's pretty standard. But there's this like New Jersey accent girl. She's like big on Twitter right now. Yeah, dude. People are simping for all kinds of people. It's crazy. And then we got the AM persona coming up. Ooh.
What is the AM? I know we have a Pudge persona as well.
I don't know what that is.
But I haven't seen the AM persona. I don't even know where it like lists this. Oh, we have a Pudge persona as a reward for level 255. And it's not out yet. Okay. And people on my friends list already have like level 1000, so that's a thing.
Yeah, I've seen that. Like, how do you blow that much money on this game?
I don't know, dude. That's a lot of money. Literally every single year it happens when it comes out. I'll just have random people on my friends list that have level 1000 immediately after the battle pass comes out, and people wonder why the sky high prize pool always happens as soon as it comes out, because it's just like, yeah, because everybody's getting their TI Aegises. Alright, I will be right back. We're only in debating stage.
Imagine not having the picture of Pokimane pulling up porn as your banner.
Okay. Pugna Band's the only weird thing right now. I don't know, dude. Maybe he changed his name.
I see a couple.
I could get the rosters again. There's a lot of names I don't know. Everybody on Knights of Albert I know because I've casted them before.
I think I've seen Ultra Gunner around. Is that his name?
Ultra Gunner?
Let me see.
Okay, here, Streamer Simps, Slendy, QSS, Muffus. I don't think Nier's on this team.
Yeah. Looks like.
Yeah.
Model ban, pretty good. Shiro's pretty busted. We ban it if we don't pick it.
Nier is on Nearly Tilted as their team name.
I thought this one was cool.
So, and I don't think. Oh yeah, they played tonight at 10:15. So they play in like 6 minutes.
I see.
And I believe Bulljax is casting that. If anybody jumps over to Bulljax's stream, he probably is gonna post that. So.
All right, what do you think of this Clinks guy? Pretty good, right?
What do I think of this Clinks guy? He's banned right now. But
yeah, he's banned. This Shadow Demon guy also seems kind of on the rise. I don't see why, but he is.
Yeah, I believe how the season's working this season, season 4, is the entire season is a double elimination bracket. Everybody gets seeded based on MMR. I sent you that bracket. Yeah, they're just playing it. It's supposed to take about 2 months to complete total.
Cool.
Just with delays and stuff, I believe that's the perfect amount of matches for 16 teams to go through a double elimination bracket. So
Interesting.
I kind of prefer more of like a group stage into a bracket, but this works as well, I guess.
None of these heroes are my priority in drafts nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of surprised to see. Okay, this is just a good hero, I think. Pango.
Pango's okay.
I
think drafting it with the Wyvern is good. You're getting rid of at least a decent counter there, so you don't have something to worry about, which is nice to feel.
Yeah, the Wyvern can hold people back from just running at the Pango.
It can really mess you up.
You have like a Bloodseeker or like a Slark running at you, and it's just like, what do I do?
Oh, well, I meant that like the one thing Pango kind of has to worry about is, you know, those piercing BKB disables like a Wyvern ult or
oh yeah,
Beastmaster.
Gyro bans, dude. These bans are all over the place. Where's the Bane?
That is kind of weird.
People not value Bane? I thought he was pretty crazy.
I don't think we're gonna see a Bane. I mean, we potentially could. Nature's Prophet's probably not a 4. I think they want to run it off lane. Seen it mid as well.
Yeah, Ember ban. This makes sense. This hero feels really good right now. Tide. This is a hero I also don't see that much. We actually picked it in our official yesterday or 2 days ago, but
it's a trap, dude.
Is it?
It's never good. It's never good. It
feels too slow. Is that how you see it? What do you think?
I think it's quick enough, but it's easy to kill level 1 or 2. If you die once or twice level 1 or 2, you're kind of just out of the game, because you have to get like a little bit of a level advantage in order to just draw even, right? We're in an off lane meta where you want to be able to cut the lane as early as possible, and Tide's not exactly the best at that. He can, but he's not the best. He needs a couple of levels first. And yeah, he's reliant on this big cooldown ult. Usually you want to be able to buy utility items on your off lane, and Tide's like perfect for that, but it takes a bit to farm them if you're not going like the cheese, like Anchor Smash. I want to one-shot people with Anchor Smash build.
Which I've seen that one work, but less.
Yeah, I mean, there's multiple ways to build a hero. Probably you build utility first.
Yeah.
This feels like an okay Tide game. I'm not sure exactly what the idea of picking Chaos Knight into a Wyvern is, just because you're giving more opportunities for Wyvern to hit a decent ult. But the good thing with Chaos Knight is usually when he kills people, he's not grouped up next to his team. So if Wyvern's ulting a Chaos Knight or somebody else, hopefully they're not in the AoE on the Chaos Knight. So
yeah, the W is really good. Just repositioning your illusions on that hero feels really strong sometimes.
Yeah. You can basically single out, like Pango can get bursted initially, like you don't really have to worry about him getting away. You're definitely going to be able to, if you get items, for sure. Yeah. But yeah, we're also kind of assuming you can win the lane.
Interesting note, both supports on Radiant side have healing spells, and there's an AA, so a little weird. Like, I don't think the Witch Doctor is that good here. I think you could have picked a Disruptor and done a lot better.
Dude, my team on ES2 Mondays also fell into the trap of first picking a and I think the biggest issue with it is like you just don't have that much stun on your team now. Their stuns are CK and Tidehunter, and the reason they pick CK here too is like, okay, we need a little bit more lockdown, so we need a counter. Or we need another stun, and like it's either Sven or Chaos Knight, pretty much, and you don't want to pick a Sven, so.
So here's sort of this is a good AM pick for sort of a couple of reasons. For one, your team has pretty good pickoff potential with the Pango and the Witch Doctor ult. Then Wyvern can kind of stall fights for you. And also there's kind of minimal stun going on Dire side. The lane shouldn't be too hard against Tidehunter. I've played this a lot. You kind of just drain his mana, and then he doesn't anchor smash you anymore.
Dude, just go bash or Tide.
I mean, that'll do it.
Imagine if you could, like, proc the bash. Actually, in ability draft, if you get Slardar's bash with anchor smash, like, can you time, like, an AoE bash with anchor smash? Is that how that works?
Oh my god. No, I think it, that I don't know, actually.
I don't think that's how it would work.
Last ban TA. I think this is a little too greedy. I think
Greedy.
if I were Dire, I would have last ban DK. Yeah, TA and AM are both slow to come online heroes. TA comes online a little faster, but the hero still is not that powerful.
You don't think they would pick it?
20. No. I think if they pick TA with AM, I think they're very susceptible to getting run at. I think a DK would serve Radiant really well here right now. It's a hero that can sit in front for AM in the early fights. You can pressure towers with the team.
Like a Timber Saw almost even.
Timbers are also really good. Yeah, there's you can deal with the Sprout pretty well.
Kind of annoying into
Tide
A,
literally does
but it's
nothing
still
to him.
decent.
Yeah. I think CK can kill Timber sometimes. If the Timber is sufficiently ahead, he should be okay though. And this is probably gonna be a mid.
Which he's probably gonna be sufficiently ahead.
Yeah. See, the only issue is if you pick the Timber now, you might be susceptible to just getting like Shadow Fiend or some magic mid.
Maybe you throw a Pango mid then.
You could do that. Timber against CK is probably not a bad matchup at all. I think you just have to play a little safe in your early levels and then get some more points in your reactive. But at the same time, playing Timber into AA, it's a little rough. So I'm not really sure. This is okay.
Could see it too.
Yeah, I think the big spells to watch for here are Tornado and Disarming Blast.
Well, there is stun once you get Skull Basher, so.
Yes. So Ursa is kind of like, it matches their tempo already. I still worry that they're gonna get late gamed here, because while CK can scale, he doesn't farm particularly fast. So if Radiant kind of just dodges them, they could just like split their story to victory here, because Dire doesn't have significant push right now, right? It's kind of all, CK illusions. Get the little treants a little bit, but it's a 4 profit. Ursa doesn't really hit towers. Tide doesn't hit towers. So AM will in all likelihood have space this game. Invoker is not getting punished in lane by an Ursa in all likelihood. Yeah. So it'll be interesting. And this is like mid CK, which is very possible actually.
Dude, they're gonna do.
What do you think?
I think you do a Topson move here and just go like mid Tide or some shit. Honestly, I think they could pull it off.
You actually could. I think laning the Ursa against AM is Ursa favored. I think you do want. Yeah, it would be Ursa plus Prophet. That would be very strong against AM, actually. And this Wyvern is very, very low damage hero, so you're not going to be able to out-trade the Prophet or the Ursa.
What just happened? Why? Oh, it's the freaking Battle Pass. I haven't really played too much since it came out, so still like getting used to everything on it. It's weird, dude. Feels weird, dude.
All right. So, which team did you cast before?
We had Radiant, which I can't actually see their team name because their guilds are there. But yeah, it's Knights of Albert.
Which is the okay? Yeah, Simp team is on Dire.
Yes.
We have USS
Streamer
on the
Simps.
CK. Mafuzz. Psych.mafuzz on the AA.
God.
Cool. They are laning together, as I predicted. Bray.Pornhub playing the mid-Naturous Prophet. Okay, so they did just lane kind of funky here.
Yeah, just a little bit. Tide is actually going top right now, so they could be swapping this.
A support Tide Hunter?
But he's got a shared tango that maybe got given back, is the thing. What is this build?
Oh, he's got Gush, dude. Oh my god, he's got Gush. Uh-oh, they got
And
Coconut
they
though.
just got Coconut. I think they might still be able to chase, but they just don't have a slow. Slendy went for the Fury swipes first, so they don't actually have any damage. But yeah, I don't know what this build on Tide is, honestly. Like, this is the
Gush
weirdest.
Dude, he's playing Gush Guy. I don't
Yeah,
know.
he has 0 regen. He has level 1 Gush. You have no mana regen for 0.9 level 1. You don't have a stun to pair with Ursa. I don't really think this is a great Ursa lane. I mean, I guess it feels okay because you have multiple slows. And the strongest Ursa lane, at least in high school games too, I believe, is Jakiro Ursa. Just because the kill potential in that lane is pretty high and you can get a decent advantage, decent amount of space for the Fuzzy Wuzzy. But a Tide Hunter just feels like it's not going to do too much, especially if he gets harassed a little bit here. And he's just going to have to go back to base without any regen. Like,
he's already lost half his health.
Yeah. And he's got 0 regen. He just used his shared tango. It's going to boost him to about, like, what are we going to say, 600 health here? And he's just going to get harassed again as soon as the Calypsis is able to get another Q off.
Big play by Wyvern blocking the small camp. I was about to say, what you can do is Tide in this lane instead, because your Ursa is just such a strong laner, is just stack. And
they might just kill Tadpole right now.
He is in trouble, I think. Oh, he doesn't have
He doesn't have the Q for another 10 seconds, but that would have been close. Mid, it looks like Braveberry's winning for now, just getting a decent amount of harass out. Is 6 to CS to 3. So still looking decent there. Garda a little bit behind. I mean, this is kind of what you expect for a Wex, Quas Wex Evoker, though, I think.
Yeah. It's a tough hero to play against like high damage like this.
Yeah. He just got a better attack and one of the better attack animations in the game as well. So
also tree ants, like tree ants are crazy.
Oh, this is such a feels good. I just like I don't know how you have fun playing the game on a support Tide. He just had to ferry out a salve as well as the clarity.
Yeah, that's rough.
Like,
I mean, this Ursa's farming. Like he's okay.
I guess we are gonna miss first blood bottom. I think he just ticked down to Maledict, so nothing too special there. Ultra Gunner probably just happy for the space as well. It's a CK bottom into an AM, and CK is doing pretty bad. Only 4 CS compared to the 10 of Ultra Gunner, and still pretty low CS in general.
This is the part of the game when I feel like Dire have the biggest chance to shut down the AM, because past laning phase they're hopelessly lacking in catch for this hero. So you really have to shut him down in the lane. You really have to push his towers fast. And if AM has a start where his offlaner has less CS than him, I don't know. A little worrying.
He's able to at least recover some of it. We did miss like a little bit there just because he's one wave behind, but
Wyvern snagging a courier over here.
Yeah, is gonna get it. Pops the Arctic Burn in order to get the kill, and he will take it. Tadpole going for level 2 Anchor Smash, but again, they just don't really have any kill potential. Clankers, obviously he has the Swashbuckle out. It's really only on the Calypsis that they can find something. And, I mean, you've seen Calypsis, I think you've seen Calypsis play this hero. I have casted Calypsis Winter Wyvern before and seen some pretty insane plays on the hero, so excited for that. But yeah, the only thing he could do wrong right now is dying for sure. He just gets a crit immediately onto a courier.
Nice.
It's actually Nephilims too. That's a pretty good feel right there. One-shotting the courier. Top lane, they are getting Ursa pretty low, but I don't think they can actually die for this. Clankers doesn't have a swashbuckle for a little bit. It has already popped it.
He wants to go back in.
Does have a slow, but Clips is going to be smart enough to not overcommit, I believe. Jumping forward onto Clankers, who does have a swashbuckle. Again, you cannot really commit onto either of these heroes right now. It's only onto the Wyvern, and he's just like doing a really nice job of sitting in the trees, staying out of vision for the most part.
I think it's actually okay that Ursa can't kill him, quite, because you're forcing him away from the creeps. You're making him uncomfortable every time he goes to last hit. He's already on like half health. He's using another salve. Ursa's just gonna run at him some more.
This is like the most even lane, which I think if you're off lane is a loss for you. It's like a 60-40 at the moment. Like, they're basically tied in terms of CS, but Ursa uses farm better. Usually that's the deal with off laners.
Yeah. Ursa's also getting something on Courier. It's boots. So with this, he actually might be able to kill some heroes. Okay. Unless he gets like mass disarmed, which is very possible.
I mean, I'm just gonna say, I think I should really close my door. 1 second. I think like the thing is, Tide could have just left this lane, honestly. Like, why is Tide even here if Ursa is basically just gonna solo this?
That is kind of what this lane is turning into. Ursa's getting pretty big. He's level 5. It's really nice. 3 points in the Furious Wipes now. Dude, this Tide is getting cloth. He's maxing Gush. Kinda questionable.
It's going back to a classic. I'm not really sure if the damage scaling is worth it. I think you still max Anchor Smash no matter what, or at least put a level into the Kraken Shell, just at least one.
Yeah, you're literally just getting like 1 extra armor reduction. The Gush damage is like minimal. It's like 50 damage. Instead, you could have Kraken Shell, and you can like purge stuns.
All the way up to 7. I mean, maybe that's the play for them, though. They're like, oh, we got this. Man, look at the damage into the Ursa. He procced it twice on Clankers, but they can't actually die for this. But it does mean he has to walk back for a little bit. Luckily, he has another salve.
He's ready for this lane, dude.
It's a level 3 swashbuckle, level 2 lucky shot. And Calypsis might have actually just walked a little bit too far, though. And that's the easiest kill you're going to see.
Tango Q's down for... Oh. He's looking for... He's going to go back for it, actually. He has ult now. Watch this top.
I don't think he can grab this. I don't know. He has to use the swashbuckle aggressively.
I thought he had time there, but I guess not.
Bottom lane, AM picking up the Ring of Health early on, or the Ring of Regen. Or no, it is the Ring of Health. And probably looking for that Battle Fury after the treads at the moment.
Yeah. That's pretty standard nowadays. I think, you know, he also has a Wraith Band. He used to not really get Wraith Bands on AMs back in the day.
Back in the day. Yeah, and he's not... Well, no, he went for 1. He's not, like, doing the 2 stack, so...
Sidestepping XP. Nice.
Does he have vision on this even?
No,
I believe so. Slendy's running over on the Ursa. They could go for the slow, but he's going to actually miss the Q, and Tadpole doesn't want to dive any further.
This Q, it's this lucky shot thing, dude. It's so stupid. 35% slow. 70% chance, whatever that means. This QSS guy is pretty tanky right now. Probably gonna salve and go back on the AM. It's too low, actually.
Oh, bottom. This is what you do when you get the mid Nature's Prophet, though. He's actually rotated bottom. Doesn't actually have the Sprout used yet, but they're just going to push the lane, realizing they can't find a kill.
Yeah.
But this is one of the biggest towers to take.
Against AM, I'd argue this is the biggest
Top,
tower.
they just killed off Clankers. Oh, he used his ult. Clanker's rolling thundered, and it looks like he just got caught or something. I'm not exactly sure how he falls there. And bottom, they're actually diving as well. Ultra Gunner is blinked in here, but it is able to pop back out. Brebe is dropping really low with the Maledict on top. It's not going to be enough to kill him, though. Still a level 2 Maledict. Tornado does miss. Garda just has to look for him in the trees. Goes for the TP, not in time. Garda with the quick hand there.
And the tower still stands. Look at that.
Yeah.
Good rotation from mid. This is
yeah. They got kind of aggressive though. They did go for
went
kills
very-
more than anything, and it kind of, you had to commit a lot on the Nature's Prophet underneath the tower there.
Yeah. Thankfully, you didn't lose too much doing this. I mean, Nature's Prophet lost a little bit in terms of CS, but he still has 49 and 29 denies as well. So I think he's gonna be okay here. I think you sort of keep up the pressure a little bit. You still want to control this AM's jungle right now as much as you can, which means Prophet keeps pushing. I think
you gotta go back bottom.
Yeah. CK's gonna have ult soon. I think you can maybe make a play with that. I don't think you killed the AM, but I think you can threaten him quite a bit.
Feels like you need to go back bottom if you really want to contest
Here comes
the Animage. Not gonna find the courier. Is able to actually just go for the outpost. Does not bounce. And yeah, 1-for-1 outpost.
When you're taking outposts, what you could do is, what you should do rather, is you should position your heroes as far away as possible, so that if you have heroes come in with like AoE stuns, they only get one of you. If you do that, the channel persists to the point of where you both were. It's just with the speed of one person channeling. It's like as if one person leaves in the middle of channel. So, little min-max thing there.
We did just miss like the sickest bait from Calypsis to kill off Ursa.
Well, okay.
Just got rolled down.
What happened?
Slender. Dude, I literally hate the guild names. I cannot see names on the scoreboard. Nephilim's gonna die here. Gets sucked in. Tadpole going for the anchor smash kill. Basically, Slendy just committed for a kill onto Calypsis, and Calypsis just heals. Pango is there in time, and you know this spot in the river is really easy for Pango to just go back and forth. So.
Oh my god, yeah, it's like pinball.
Didn't have time to actually use the ult.
Yep. Tide's gonna have 6 soon. This is really big. This Tide actually made it to level 6 without like feeding. That's really good. I think on these weird support heroes, your goal is to kind of like play them as an underfarmed offlaner or whatever. Lendion, a little bit of trouble.
I don't really think they want to dive this though. It's just a cask out that bounces to nothing.
They don't. I think the supports are just here to secure the AM's farm. I think they recognize that bot lane is no longer safe. Tier 1's down. This is constantly being contested. Spot outpost.
This is a really good spot for the safe laner to rotate to, because you have this camp here too, as well as the triangle that you can back up to. So
yeah. When your safe lane tower dies, the safest place for you becomes on the map is the off lane.
Yeah, well, like their safe lane tower isn't even dead yet. I think it's just really easy to gank him, right? Like you just run completely past it.
Yeah, you're right.
It's just we've gotten to 10 minutes. Like at this point, you never know where heroes are going to be past the laning stage. So.
And the Pango can he can survive down here pretty well. I don't think they have nearly enough stuns to just kill this guy. Where'd the AM go?
It's so much harder to contest the triangle as well, just because they still have their mid tier 1, they still have top tier 1. TPs are really close. Well, if you look at bottom, the closest TP is tier 2 tower bottom, like and the outpost, which is a 6-second TP. So.
Goku's picking up the, what's it called? Spirit Vessel.
They're gonna maybe go for Chaos Knight. Do they want to dive this though? Clanker's a bit late, jumping the gun on the ultimate. And actually, Brave gonna rotate bottom. He just pops the heal onto himself. Calypsis taking the time to hit the easy A ult on Mufuz. Gonna try and turn it. Doesn't have the ultimate on the Wyvern. Dodging it for now, but there's the nice swashbuckle over onto the CK. We get an ultimate 2 coming out from Nephilim, plus the tornado. Brave goes down. They had vision on the inside because of a nice ward there from Nephilim.
If there's one thing that Garda's done this game well, it's like land these tornadoes. He's been like consistently CSing with them and making sure he stays competitive with the Prophet in lane. And you saw that there. He hit 2 heroes with a tornado. It was really clutch.
Still a little bit behind in terms of net worth though. Brave still on top on that Nature's Prophet, but that's kind of just what you expect.
It's how it is, yeah. The Prophet in a 1 or 2 role, this hero just farms the whole map. You let him do it.
Also just found the mango tree there too. Kind of a weird placement for it, but
where is it?
They used it like over here. You can kind of see where the enchanted mangoes are on the ground.
What do you think the meta is for mango? Should you put it in
I think
base?
it's just base, dude.
I think so. Too.
It's so useful. You just have all those mangoes for free.
Yep. So people are like, oh, but the vision. It's like, yeah, but then you lose your mango tree like 10 minutes into the game.
Oh god, this is why I really like Invoker into Tide as well, because sure he's gonna be able to purge off like Cold Snap and stuff, but EMP is EMP. Like you're losing all your mana.
Dude, look at this.
Can't exactly
Phantasm.
purge that.
Have you seen the scaling of Phantasm?
Oh, they might look for the Ravage here. He's able to pop it after the wand plus the Mango. ult coming in. Calypso's is just going to die, and he doesn't even know it. Ticking down to the Maelstrom proc. Garda's locked himself in just a bit. Is going to get frozen up as well. Slowed. There's the Sentry, but can they get on top of him before he just runs away with the Ghost Walk? They don't have Dust. Not exactly what you want to use. Clanker's going to use the ult back on the backside, but can he actually find this kill? Bouncing back and forth. Tadpole goes down, and now Clankers just needs to get out of here with the Swashbuckle. There's the Tornado again. Slendy wants to try and find him. Garda's back in this, actually, as regen just a decent amount with that Urn, as well as Cold Snap back out on a Slendy. They might want to keep fighting this, but the missed Swashbuckle from Clankers is going to make them back off. Just a warning shot there, right across the bow. Actually, just rotating top, too. This is, you're basically Rat Dota early on if you're AM. Oh, can I play this too? No, I can't play this.
Wait, no, here we go.
I just get a bunch of question marks on the screen.
I can't.
Yeah, I can't play it either. This is weird. Oh, this is terrible. Why can't we play? We can like see where the heroes are though. Yeah. Damn it, dude.
All right, here we go. Who's gonna win?
Now what am I supposed to do? AA. It's gonna be AA. He's got this.
Oh, Bray with the sick plays.
Incredible. Fortunately, it doesn't actually get you anything inside the game, but
it helps you feel like puzzles are less boring. Whoop.
It does, just slightly. Maybe it helps you learn the hero layout too. I don't know if it's the exact same. Guard might get frozen up here. No, is actually able to escape it. Tadpole doesn't have Ravage, but he's kind of tanky. But look at, he still doesn't have any in the armor. Like Kraken Shell is just 0 leveled right now. Oh, they've killed off AM though. An insane gank, actually. Brave and QSS finding AM on the backside. I mean, you just get a stun plus the pull. Maybe they find a return kill here, though, onto the Chaos Knight. They get a stun as well as the Maledict. This time, that is going to hurt. Trying to pop the ult, but it's not going to do much. That's level 4 Maledict.
Even if he ults, he just dies.
Yeah. Maybe he gets a return kill by popping Reality Rift, but...
Alright, so... This game all of a sudden feels a lot harder for Dire, I think. And not just the CK depth there, but you know, your Ursa isn't that big. You have no Basher yet. I think it's coming on Courier, thankfully. Yeah, it is. Prophet is getting some items, but I still feel like the game is okay. It's even, and it should be in Dire's advantage right now with the tempo they need to play. AM has Battle Fury now, pretty much. He's like 500 gold away from it, actually. But they do sort of need to keep up the pace. But Prophet's gonna jungle? Alright.
Is he? Yeah, he is.
I guess they're... I don't know what they're waiting for here. I guess they're... Maybe like this Vlad's on QSS? It's a good item. I think they're smoking here. Yeah, they're getting a...
They have Ravage up. So I think that you have to fight with Ravage. Basically, that's the downside of picking a Tide 2, is that you are kind of time gated as to when you can take your fights. But you might as well do it when you have it. So
it is still... It feels like a very strong ult still. Even though it's just such a long cooldown.
They might find Garda initially too. No, Garda's actually just spotted them. They know they're in Roche. Instant Sunstrike. They see exactly what's happening right now, but they're going to keep going for it. Nephilim could throw out a cast. They still have vision on this. Cask is going to bounce very nicely. Plus the tornado. If they lose Chaos Knight at the beginning of this, that's not what they want. QSS has to pop the ult just to get out of here. Slundy also had to pop the ult really early. They're not going to commit up the hill, which I think is the smart decision. They did get them out of Roche. Could have gone so much worse though if you're streamer Simps.
Yeah. I wish they pushed up bot lane before they did that, because it was kind of obvious with creeps hitting the tier 1 bot.
Well, it's just
lanes were showing.
Yeah, I literally think it's just because Garda was running around in that area looking for a rune anyway, so it was kind of just like inconsequential, unfortunate. We are going to get a TP mid. Brebe going for the gank, but he's just going to get turned on immediately. There's the Ravage popped out onto Invoker. Can they find the kill initially? And out comes the AA ult. It does do a little bit of damage, but there's no tick. They also lose Brebe on the backside to the Maledict completely. Tadpole has to run out. The tornado is going to hit onto Ursa. Slendy still has the ult, though. I don't think he's actually going to die for this. Already used the swashbuckle on the Pango. Does get healed. It's a nice play there from Calypsis, keeping Clankers alive. Almost certainly would have died otherwise. And now Nephilim's going to throw the cast pack out. They want to keep going for Tadpole. He doesn't have their Ravage. He is going to go down to the Maledict as well. Very nice plays from the whole team here. Knights of Albert. I mean, Calypsis making some good heals. Clanker, a little bit of an overcommitment, but it's not really mattering. They're finding the kills anyway. I think they're going to trade outposts right now. QSX is actually gone for bottom, does find it before that 20-minute mark, so they are not going to get the XP here unless AM can click it in time. Wait. They didn't get it. They didn't get XP on Dire. So yeah, they did get it. I believe AM, had he not clicked that, they wouldn't have gotten the outpost. But nice play there, just deciding, you know what, screw it. We want the XP, we don't want the kill.
When are they going to change this outpost thing to just be like a time-based thing? Like, I hate this so much.
It is kind of dumb. You mean like it just gives you XP over time as you hold them, maybe?
Or like at 10
I don't know.
It gives you the flat amount of, like, let's say,
oh, the amount of time. Oh, bottom. We've actually used the ult on CK. It's actually in the river mid. Clanker's able to pop the ult. He's got the Maledict on top of him, plus the Death Ward. Nephilim's just solo killing a core. Backside Slendy trying to find a kill with the Basher. Doesn't have the ult up. Still trying to get it. Does eventually get it, but you lose your life as well. It's a 2 for 2, but 2 cores for 2 supports. You will take that trade all day, every day. Garda might even chase for more here, but not gonna find it.
Pango is having so much impact, I feel. He's built auras. He's not built like this usual like greedy Pango thing where you go like Maelstrom Refusal. And he's having so much impact because his team literally just needs him to be a little tanky and stand in front and mess with people. So, he's doing it. He's really good.
Went for the Pike too. I'm a little surprised he went for the utility, but he's working on Diffusal now.
I think it's fine now. I think you can really mess up some of these low mana heroes. Like, Ursa 1.5 int, CK 1.2 int gain.
Oh, the Diffusal, yeah. The Pipe is what feels strange to me, honestly. I think you still go Maelstrom, especially into a Nature's Prophet as well if you just want to clear lanes. Bottom, there is a silence out from Bray, and he might just get killed, though. There's the TP from Garda. It's mid versus mid, and there is no escaping this if you're Bray. Trying to get the Sprout off, it does not matter. That was the Orchid reveal too, I believe, and Bray just can't find the kill.
Bit unfortunate, but I feel like Orchid is one of those items on Prophet where it's, I don't know, it's very game reliant if you can get kills with it. It's not like you're playing, I don't know, it's not like a definitive combo like Storm, Orchid, where you know you can get kills with that item.
You see it quite a bit on the hero, though.
You do. I think it's just like old habits die hard. You've built it a lot in the past.
This is like a lot of really heavy rotations, though, from streamer Simps. Like, their cores are basically moving together. They have essentially zero space for them, and it's not really just because they're finding kills. on Knights of Albert. Although they might just find one on Calypsis here, is going to get silenced up. There's an easy one. Brebe, look at this TP. He's just trapped himself, and he had the reason to escape there. I think he could sprout himself out. No, he just made it worse. He's going to have to use the TP. We saw it, Brebe. No worries.
I think this Orchid also is becoming very bad.
Oh, Tornado hits again. In comes the ult from Clankers. Can they keep the CK locked down? He's going to get hit by the entire Meteor. Plus the Maledict is able to get the ult off, but he's still going to die. CK traded for Nephilim, I believe, as he does tick down because of the science. Broibray gonna get chased now. However, they've also killed off Clankers. Slendy finding it, but they're chasing Brebe into the back. Ultra Gunner just gonna pop the ultimate. Mana Void being used. Tadpole is going to get Sunstruck. Garda is going insane. Ultra Cutter wants to chase forward onto Slendy. Doesn't have a Basher, though, and he also doesn't really have that much mana. Maybe Garda chases forward with the Ghost Walk. There's no blink on Slendy if they want to keep going here. Does he want to keep going? Ult not up for another 10 seconds, but he does have vision. He doesn't really have too much off cooldown. Realizing the rest of his team doesn't have too much either. I think they maybe could have gone for it, but...
I think so too.
Mid tower is still looking pretty weak here. Maybe they can find the AM. He's already used the Manta. Plus he just gets bashed instantly. Plus the Ravage. A bit of a mistake there from Ultra Gunner, and it loses them 2 kills. They even find Garda. Nice Ravage there from Tadpole. Calypsis is going to be the next target. There's the Reality Rift back in, plus the stun. A couple of right clicks. It's 3 kills, and they didn't even take the tier 2. He popped the mana so early on that AM, and now they're just going to lose Roche as well.
Sort of just like a panic Manta. It happens sometimes.
I mean, it made it a little bit harder to focus him, but he just got on top of him with the Blink Tide, and you can't. It's so hard to dodge Ravage if he's right next to you. Oh god. Gotta make sure I don't lose my voice.
This is pretty big.
Yeah, he's also working on Sheep on Brave. I believe this is... What is this? Oh, he's got the Shadow Blade now. So, makes it so he doesn't die like he did bottom. Pretty much they need Rev now. So... See if they actually find him here. Nephilim's in this really weird spot at the moment, but they're gonna try and find Clanker's bottom, which they do. Abyssal up. He just went straight Abyssal on the Ursa, by the way.
I think it makes sense. I think this game, you have a lot of these slippery heroes. You want a hero that can go in first. The CK is not really able to do that right now, and it's a support tide, so it's gotta be Ursa.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty dead tower.
Down goes bottom tier 2, and now they want to keep pushing as well. They know they have the Aegis. They don't have Ravage for another 30 seconds, but I mean, they still have strength. Like, they're gonna have the Aegis for a while. Tadpole has a blink, making this initiation just a bit easier.
Ooh, Wyvern ult. Big threat with the CK. CK is level 12, so his illusion do 70% damage.
Yeah.
Quite a bit. Prophet's still going. This is good. They have to do this right now. Oh no.
Oh, that's a very nice ult coming out from the Wyvern. QSS is dropping pretty low, and he doesn't have the Aegis. It's actually over on Slendy. He's popping the ult just a bit early. Down goes to CK, but it's an ult in from Tadpole. The A ult hitting onto 2. Doesn't actually connect with the Ultra Gunner, but the BKB popped on Carter, saving him for now. They are going to lose Pango, but the rest of the team is dead around the Ursa. Slendy is going to get the follow-up kill onto the Invoker. And I think he's able to escape this potentially. I don't know. This is going to be hard. He's got the Maledict on top of him, plus the slow. He's out of mana. AM able to focus him down. Ultra Gunner with a nice one. Buyback as well from Bray Bray, just so he could push top.
That's weird. So, oh my god.
Magic is an abomination.
This guy is like role-playing now.
Well, and they've actually smoked mid now too to run back at them, so
This game actually just got like the biggest mana void ever on Bray Bray. Bray Bray was sitting right at the edge of the tier 3 tower vision, and AM just kind of ran at him, and for like 2 seconds, he just hit him, and Bray Bray just kind of noticed a little too late and tried to Shadow Blade away, but he was still in vision.
A blink forward from Tide. Tadpole's playing very aggressive here. Maledict completely on top of him. AL coming out only onto one because Ultra Gunner just focused down Mafuz.
Oh, he's still going, dude.
Now wants to try and get the Maledict off. It's going to do a decent amount of damage here, too, and a couple more hits should be enough to bring down the Tide Hunter. He's supposed to be tanky, but he gets the blink away. Ultra Gunner just gets juked.
Oh!
Sunstrike just barely gonna miss as well, but Ultra Gunner may be looking for more. He couldn't get a bash there. QSS may be pulling an Ultra Gunner.
Alright. This is getting interesting. AM's playing ballsy, I like
Definitely, this. Yeah. I mean, definitely a close one here. 21-18, only a 4K gold lead, and we're 30 minutes in.
AM is now flaming his offlaner for farming the jungle. This is what you do.
Well, he should be in the triangle anyway, to be fair. Oh, bottom, Garda has to pop it. BKB misses the tornado this time, and this is where the Shadow Blade comes in handy, because Garda just used a BKB in order to survive there.
Can Garda just buy a 4-staff, please? Thank you. That's all.
Oh, and they're trying to smoke gank Ultra Gunner right now. I think they're going to find Clankers, though, which is an even bigger kill. In comes the Abyssal Blade. He's already used the Swashbuckle. And he goes down.
Yep. They have, like, pretty okay follow-up on Dire to this Abyssal Blade play. The CK stun is definitely very needed this game.
Oh, I think they're going to find Calypsis as well. Oh, he just loses the vision. They know he's running north, but they need to find him in the trees. They don't have Sprout for another 2 seconds, and that's when I think they're going to find him.
He's going to drop down.
Oh, he does, and now he's popping the ult. Bray Bray wasn't even paying attention. I think he just pinged out a ward too. Bray, he has his TP here, but he TPs away. Garda actually sees him, hits the tornado. He might have just gone to his death, but they don't actually have vision. No, there's the dust from Garda, as well as the cast, plus the Maledict. What just happened? Bray, he had a kill in his hands, and then TPs to his death.
That's so rough, dude.
Unfortunate series of events for sure, but it's a very big kill coming out for Knights of Albert. Hands, I mean, Egg is gone. Calypso still doesn't have the ult. Maybe they can push top. Even without Bray, I mean, you probably want him split pushing in the meantime. Ultra Gunner's actually getting pretty big now with the Abyssal up of his own. Looking for a Scotty at the moment. I also got tier 3 items still coming out.
Or he could go butterfly rather. It's actually a really solid butterfly game. All of Dire's damage is right click right now. And there's no way this off lane CK is going to be able to buy a MKB. But Scotty also works. I guess he's anticipating BKBs, and he's correct. There are going to be 2 pretty soon on QSS and Slendy around the same time. Prophet is going for the sheep stick instead of BKB. Probably okay.
Tornado hits. This is a Tide Hunter, but again, with that EMP hits, yeah, it doesn't matter. He's got the 4-staff away. Ult coming in. Out comes the Sunstrike, but it's not enough damage. It does hit, though. Silence over onto AM. That's kind of an interesting TP from Bray again. Tide has to go back to base. He does have the Ravage up, but I don't think he actually is going to be there in time in order to fend the tier 2 in the top lane.
Bray's other cores are not trying to defend this right now. He should just leave. He can go split bot. Perfect. There you go. But at the same time, I don't know, I guess this is a pause to Prophet, so you can just push lanes and not really care. CK used ult to farm there, though. That could come back to bite him in the ass. Like, I think he needs it to farm right now. But
Yeah, I mean, he's still working on a sheep, but it's maybe like 5 minutes away yet, is really what it feels like. This Roshan spawn, we're going to get in 5 seconds, and I think Invoker is going to be able to scout this out too, but it should be, yeah, decently long spawn here.
Ooh, pretty long spawn, actually. So this is definitely in Dire's favor right now. It's possible that with the sheep stick, they can make some really sick plays, because they have just barely not enough lockdown to catch this AM right now. Unless they get some like insane bashes from Ursa. Alright, walking into pit again. This did not work last time.
Oh god.
This Prophet's been sitting bot for a while. I think he needs to show on the map and kind of telegraph something. Because sometimes if you show on the map, the enemy team might try to make moves. Here we go.
No, they're gonna go top. He can't quite get the blink off as well as the Manta. They're just gonna explode Ultra Gunner.
That's
He
really
was
big.
casting the blink and he doesn't have buyback. Insanely close, honestly.
Oh my
Luckily
God.
for them, Roche isn't up.
Yep.
So they are going to get the aim back. Clankers is being spotted here, though, in the jungle. Bravery could go for the silence. Is going to pop it as well as the sprout, so he can't just walk away. Able to cut the tree down. Calypsis is here with the heal if they commit too much, but it's only 2 heroes here from Radiant. Clanker's just going to pop the ult and probably go for the TP. The right play there.
Versus got a fresh BKB. CK also has one. They are really looking to fight right now. They're just trying to find this Roche, which might spawn before AM's up. I don't really know how these
It's like 5 seconds. You don't know how numbers work.
Okay, I don't know how this
It's how... No, it's lower left, dude. If you hover over it, 30 seconds.
Oh, perfect.
There you go. You didn't know that?
Listen, it's fine.
I mean, I don't know how to read the clock either. It's very strange, but exactly how the timing works, I'm not sure.
It is spawning as AM is respawning. That is
Pretty much. About a 5-second gap, and they might just wait inside Roche too.
Oh no!
No, he sent the Prophet Familiars out, and Roche has now spawned, but Tadpole's gonna check it. Tadpole the goat.
He's like, oh, it's actually up. Let's go, guys.
And
Sunstrike.
immediately into the Sunstrike, though. They both know he's still popping clarities.
I think they need to...
No, top lane. Garda's gonna get silenced. Garda's completely out of position. Has a BKB, but he's gonna get abyssaled up as well as bashed. Ursa is just gonna delete you if you're a little bit out of position. They do find CK, though. AM being up allows them to find a nice return kill net over onto the Ursa, but do they really want to chase this? I'm not sure. He's already so low on mana on the Ursa. He can still pop a BKB if he wants to keep chasing. Able to use himself on Clankers. Gets bashed, though. There's the heal from the Wyvern as well, stacked on top of the ult. Clankers can get away. They do a decent amount of damage to the Ursa, and the BKB is on cooldown. I think they can fight this. No, Tadpole blinking forward with the Ravage. They bring down Clankers. They want to get Calypsis. They do. Double kill for Slendy, and it's going to be the chase. Silence over on the Nephilim, but Ultra Gunner can now focus down Slendy. All popped, but it's not too much damage because he doesn't have that much mana anyway. Maledict, I think, is going to bring down Slendy. Yes, it does. They also find Brave Ray as well in the river, and now it's Roche time because Ultimate is down on the Tidehunter. Tadpole has to just blink and go for the anchor smash. This is a manly play right now, but he's just going to get bashed up as well as the cold snap, but they don't want to chase high ground. Ultra Gunner's just a bit low. Buyback on 2 means they have to back from the Roshan.
Are they gonna do this now?
Can they?
They don't have curse?
They don't have curse. They do know it's happening, though. Tornado in onto 2. There's the EMP. Very nicely placed. I think it's going to drain all of CK. He doesn't have ult anyway, though. Blinking forward onto Nephilim. Witch Doctor, this is a very weird position. Just going to get deleted, but again... Slendy abyssaling forward.
They're very proactive.
And I mean, Cask is a pretty big deal. They still don't have the Pango as well. I don't think they can contest this, and they realize that.
I am cutting wave though.
This is only cheese roast. It's only the second roast, 37 minutes in the game.
Prophet will have the sheep stick relatively soon. This should help against the AM. Ursa's also kind of.
He's saving for buyback too on Ultra Gunner because he has enough for Scotty, yeah. But he wants to get that buyback first. I wish we could ping items in the stash to see how close they are to buyback as well as the item, but unfortunate. Cannot.
You can do the math.
Nah, dude.
Not interested. Havoc Hammer.
This might be the worst game for a Havoc Hammer. This feels bad. Not the highest strength they have is AM. Actually, he's actually just gonna take the Havoc Hammer. 30 damage, 18 strength.
I don't think it's bad. I think AM right now tanks up a little bit, and then he can do whatever he wants.
Well, it's a knockback plus a slow, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not like that great.
50% slow for 3 seconds. I mean, 50%'s pretty good, but for only 3 seconds is like meh.
Yeah.
I think you obviously, if you have Tide, you probably put on him, but.
Got the relic. I'm pretty sure this is a. Oh, I don't even know who takes this one. Oh, Invoker does. You have to.
Actually looking for kills. They really are just daring a hero to walk up here in this mid lane.
Yep. I TV'd back, so
he can play aggressive. Does he? He has Ravage up, right? Yeah, he does.
He's showing that he's here. This is a little dangerous. But someone does have to address these lanes. Making sure they cap both outposts. This is good. CK
there is 2 TPs bottom though, and I think they want to chase this. Lotus Orb use Calypsis does not want to find that.
He's got Mindbreaker and Calypsis.
Feels pretty good. That sick attack range. Also applying a silence, like.
It's really nice. He took the damage talent too. I like this.
Oh, they're actually trying to find clankers, but it's a little quick on the trigger finger there. Got the haste rune right out of their noses.
USS picking up the shock hose is kind of weird. He doesn't have any mana.
Now they have a decent amount of Havoc Hammer carriers. Probably you could do it on CK. You could do it on Tidehunter. Like.
You do CK.
Although CK does not have a neutral item right now.
I think Havoc Hammer is perfect for him. The 30.
Yeah, he is using Havoc Hammer. The knockback is kind of a meh because you don't want to. Obviously, you probably don't want to knock back somebody that you just reality rifted, but.
Yeah, but it's probably like decent against AM. If AM ever goes on him, you can kind of hammer it.
Clanker's able to get the ult out top, but the Abyssal is going to be there. It does lock him down for the meantime, but it's not actually enough to find the kill. Tornado stopping them. Sunstrike going to miss. It'd just be a little bit of tick damage anyways. But forward, Ultra Gunner mid. He's trying to bring down one of the tankiest heroes in the game. QSS has to pop a BKB charge.
Oh, wow. Lotus used 2. That's his 10-second BKB.
I mean, he could have used the Havoc Hammer there. And then he doesn't need BKB, right? Potentially, right? Like, it's the slow. They are going to find Slendy top, but this is Aegis. He does get sheeped up. They have to kill him twice. Maledict going to be used as well as the Witch Doctor ult. He's used the ult initially, though. Still has BKB when he comes back down, but he is going to die. Maybe he can find a return kill, but Clanker's going to get healed. A nice play from Calypsis. He has the ult on the Tidehunter, but it gets canceled. Calypsis, what a play. Cast comes out. It's not quite right time, though. Tadpole completely out of mana. Cannot use the ult anymore. Ravage isn't going to be here, and Slendy used BKB as well just to get out after the Aegis was gone. I mean, you use a lot of ults on Radiant, but you kill the Ursa at least once.
Prophet's reading bot. Oh
no, they blink forward. Ultra Gunner goes for the Abyssal, but he sees Slendy on the backside. Does have to go for the back. They get the Hex out on the Brave. Can they get enough damage? Out comes the Ravage on the both of them. He pops the chase. He's still alive. They get the heal out from Calypsis again. He's making so many clutch plays. Garda's still going to tick down, though. Calypsis did the best he can. Ultra Gunner blinking forward so aggressively. Gets reality rifted back. Does get down. Critted up and gone. Clanker's going for the TP, but they have vision for this. Is gonna get hexed. They find Clankers as well. Can he get the swashbuckle away? I'm not sure. He's over in the trees. Needs to get another jump over the more trees. He is gonna get frozen. They have vision on him. Slendy could blink forward with the Abyssal in 5 seconds, but he's got enough tools to cut down the trees. Yule's up on Clankers. He has another Q as well. Is going to get stunned up in the middle of the swashbuckle, but now he's finally going to get locked down. He's so tanky, but it doesn't matter.
And that fight was so good. They nearly catch Brave.
How... Tadpole, how did he get mana back in the middle of that? I think he just regened it, right?
I was not paying attention.
Because he got EMP top, and maybe I guess he could have just regened it plus the wand.
Doable. They might have arcanes. No, they don't.
Did not expect him to come back into that fight with the Ravage, and it completely saves Bray too.
No.
Able to pop the cheese, and now they want to keep pushing bottom. Only 2 heroes up for the defense, and Knights of Albert are staring down the barrel of a gun right now. 1k gold lead for Streamer Simps, and down go the bottom melee barracks.
They actually have a net worth advantage now. This is crazy. I've never seen an Ursa like play well this late against an AM.
It's the team around him, dude.
CK is AC. This item's really impactful against AM because all of the damage is physical.
Do lose all of the barracks bottom. I do think they're gonna back. We do get Roshan potentially in 60 seconds.
This is big if they get this Rosh. Just maintain this lead.
I'm gonna take the time. Get both outposts. Ultra Gunner is gonna blink forward here. Gets Abyssal as well as stunned, but do they have the damage? I think they do. Reality Rift Brack, that's a very aggressive blink from Ultra Gunner, and now Clanker's a little bit trapped here. Has to just go for as many stuns as possible with the ultimate, but Ravage forward from Tadpole onto everyone. Brave TP'd it as well. They coordinated this almost perfectly. Clips us with the decent stun for now, but can they turn this into anything? Brave is going to go down. It's a nice kill from Ultra Gunner after the buyback. Tadpole going to drop. Nephilim with a nice Ghost Scepter as well as the heal from Calypsis. They're somehow turning this into a win. They did have to use a lot though.
And buyback there. But you buy back on AM to, like, make sure your team doesn't just get smoked that fight. You didn't even win it.
It's a buyback on the NP as well, because they know they have a little bit of advantage right now. If they kill AM once more, Invoker down, Clankers is down on the Pango.
They kill this AM, this is huge.
I don't think he can, though. He's got Lincolns.
Which is quite good, but, you know, he can still just get Orchided and then... Ooh.
Wait, he opens with that? I thought he opens with Orchid into Scythe, but I guess you want the damage boost.
I don't know. Maybe he feels like he needs it, though I feel like... Your Ursa was pretty close there. I think he definitely could have followed up with the Abyssal. Just going straight for the sheep suit. Because Orchid cast is instant. Oh, here we go.
Nonetheless, they are going to try and just go for the push. QSS actually just using the ult, and look at how fast this tower falls.
AC, man.
Tier 3 mid gone, and now we're looking at barracks. It's just Prophet plus the illusions. Like, it's just gone. Slendy blinks in late, but there was no stopping this. Actually, Calypsis may be looking for the ult, trying to bring down at least a hero. Maledict popped out plus the tornado. It's not the greatest combo because the snowball also gonna miss. Meatball not doing anything. Bravery does take down, but it forces Ultra Gunner to commit so much. He actually bought a Blade Mill in the middle of that. They bring down Bravery. You lose. I mean, it's a dieback at the very least. You do lose mid barracks though.
I think this Blade Mill is actually kind of cool. You need, well, it's kind of like an in the fight kind of item that has value. Because then if the Ursa uses it on you, if he uses his combo on you, he just gets shredded.
Here's the thing. I think the problem is you're gonna get it, if you're not noticing yourself getting ganked. You have so many other saves that you should be using. You're not gonna sit there and be like, I want to pop a Blade Mail before I pop Manta, before I pop Blink, before I plop Counterspell down. Like,
so this is the Nature's Prophet dieback here. So they can make a play here. I think they siege kind of slowly here. They have actually just a minute.
Oh, Hex mid onto QSS. This is going to be a decent kill if they can get it. Abyssal forward onto the Witch Doctor. At the same time, there's a nice Ravage coming out, but they don't have vision on Clankers. I think he might actually live. Swashbuckle away. The save is going to be there from Calypsis again.
Clankers in with the
Just
ult.
playing out of his mind again. Calypsis probably one of the best Wyverns in the league. Tadpole gonna live here, but that is the ultimate used by the Tidehunter. Tornado coming out at the very opportune time. Gonna get hexed up as well as Sunstruck. Garda maybe looking forward at this. They want to try and kill off the Ursa, but they don't want to dive that far. Prophet still down for another 20 seconds, but I don't think they can really stay here for another 20. Abyssal was just used there onto the Lincolns. Didn't quite realize he had it. Slendy's so far forward now, getting hexed up on the AA. Muffaz is actually so tanky with that Shaco. Clanker's gonna drop. He didn't have another Swashbuckle to follow that up. Slendy just getting all the kills on the backside here.
Sam doesn't do any damage. This is a big problem. He needs to go rapier.
Oh, Manta popped as well as the Blade Mill, but he's gonna get focused up after this. Hex coming out onto the Ursa. EMP gonna hit onto a few. Tadpole at least able to tank that up somewhat. Again, these tornadoes are hitting.
It's very high impact.
Bravery's split pushing right now, though. He took down a tier 4, and they can't actually get vision on him to cancel this TP and go further. We do see Roche's up. And again, same situation as last Roche 2. They don't have the Pango for this defense of the Roshan pit. And I think this is just it. Roshan down. It's such a hard defense to make. Look at the net worth that AM has, but it's just a lot of gold that's not really doing too much.
He just sold his blade mail. That's really hard.
I'm not surprised. I think it was just like a, okay, I need a blade mail here because maybe it's going to do something. But again, he pops it in that last fight after going on to somebody. And you don't really get too much damage out of it.
Nope. This should have been his 4th item. Instead he went Lincolns. I think with Butterfly you can actually man-fight these heroes. Back before she had like 4k health and like 20 billion armor.
I mean, you need every single one of these items too, right? Like, you need a Lincoln's pretty much. You need a Manta on this hero no matter what. Abyssal is so good, and it's just, well, it's on to the Hyperstones now. We're at the end game, and I just don't know if it's going to be enough damage.
I don't think it is.
Maybe you get a better tier 5 item. Maybe you can hold out for another 10 minutes. They don't really have a better tier 5 item right now, but...
This guy like 100% needs a rapier. Like, there's no way about it right now.
He might just die right now, actually. Is gonna get a little bit of damage stun, not onto the right hero, though. Reality Earth actually went out onto the wrong... Or actually, it went out onto Chaos Knight, which I guess feels good about, like, Chaos Knight being a counter. Oh, here we go. Where's that Leshrac? Where's that Leshrac? I don't see Techies either. I don't see Underlord either. Oh, there he is.
Call him second to last row. Above AM.
There's gotta be the most, like, efficient way to play this game. Somebody needs to do the research. Oh, I found him. He's right on the same row.
Oh, yep. Right in the middle.
Right, whichever team has the most points after all this wins the game. How about that? Holy crap. Wow, that was insanely quick. Marana.
Oh, that was quick.
Oh, damn. I only found Marana. Oh god, this is, you need to get like the right background in order for to be good at this. Like, I gotta swap over to like the river or something so I'm not seeing through it. Do it like right next to the Roshan pit.
I have Desert Terrain on, so I'm pretty set here.
Oh, Skywrath. CM,
Oh,
Undying.
Maiden.
Undying.
Yep, you're right above techies.
Oop. Damn. Carrying the game there. Nephilim is kind of killing it. Oh, you lose a point for being incorrect. That's right. Calypsis actually took over there at the very end. 20k gold lead though. The streamer Simps up by
That's crazy, actually.
a decent amount.
Can you believe it?
Yeah.
Ursa's about to buy a second AC on their team.
It's a couple buybacks too on the AM that kind of does it. I don't think we've seen a buyback on the Ursa yet. So have bots on 3 of the 5 dire heroes right now. We could be looking at the sick Nature's Call into the base play.
Don't you just like Ravage in on the AM or something?
Probably. That's the smarter play. This is a 3-man smoke. They know where the Ursa is, I believe, but AM's a little bit too far bottom. They immediately use the Ravage, and I think this is a dieback as well. He's just going to get locked down. He's stunned for so long.
That's rough.
Just completely deleted, and I think that's just game, especially when the leveler is up on NP. 2 minutes gone on the AM, and well, kind of anticlimactic, but I mean, that's just how it happened every single time they lost barracks. Ultra Gunner's just a bit out of position. And down goes the Ancient for it. I mean, after you get punished so many times, your team has to make a defense without you, and I'm not sure if they can make it happen, especially when Brave just popping the BKB, looking at the Ancient, blinking forward on the Ursa, trying to find Nephilim, but there's a heal from Calypsis. They blow up Clankers on the backside next to the Ancient. There's a nice ult coming out from the Wyvern. Maybe they can bring down QSS. I think they have enough damage. No, they don't. He's able to heal himself with the cheese there. And now they have to use 2 buybacks. Stunned up on Clankers. He doesn't have the ult. They're just focusing the Ancient. It's gone. There's no fortify. Game 1 is over.
My game crashed.
Zphyr's game crash. What an epic finish.
Cool.
Just, yeah, I mean, you just get caught out a couple of times on AM, and it's unfortunate. I think late game 2, they just had a little bit more of the game figured out. Maybe you need a BKB on AM or something, but I don't even think that saves you. They were just focusing him with Ravage. Like, you just can't be out that far outside the base.
I think this was kind of a combination of a couple of things. One, I really don't think Lincoln's did anything for AM this game. Like, yeah, you can block the Orchid or the Hex on Prophet, but really doesn't feel the same.
Lobby up, by the way. Yeah, I think maybe...
I think you can go, there's like 3 items you can go here. Speaking as an AM player, Scotty's good, Satanic's good, right? He was kind of dealing with problems of being like locked down. 30% status resistance is pretty huge. Scotty's also good. He had that one queued up. You can kite people more with that one, which is really huge against Ursa. And then Butterfly, because who's going to buy an MKB in time?
I just don't know if any of those items save you. I think you need like an Aeon disc or something, because he was just getting stunned up for like 5 seconds there, especially when he gets surrounded. Like,
but at that point in the game, things were a little bit more in his favor. So, whoops, password. I think in the grand scheme of things, like an Aeon disc there, if he knew go that sort of, at the time when he bought the Lincolns, he didn't really need it. So, I think this Invoker played pretty well. I think it was really just sort of partially the aim itemization getting cut out a little bit too much, and then the rest of the team kind of not being as proactive as Dire. I think that's huge right now. If you're able to be the one starting fights, you have a huge, you know?
We'll jump into game 2. I don't know if there's like a single hero that they just say we need to get rid of this. Like, in terms of targeted bans, maybe the Ursa. I don't think they did enough against it in lane for it to really matter, because it was pretty even for most of the mid game. And usually
like
that's usually that's when Ursa's stronger though, right? Like
Ursa's
did at AM
stronger
at least.
early game, right?
Yeah.
He gets the Basher first item,
Potentially.
and he can just unlock people.
They had a lineup around an Ursa that enabled him late though, especially into an AM. Like you were 2v1ing an AM most of the time with the Tidehunter ult, so. And it's like, yeah, Ursa can easily burst down 2,000 health in 5 seconds, so. Definitely hell of a performance there from Slendy. Like, I mean, Cliffs is still making some nice plays on the Wyvern, but Slendy, for the items he just goes insane on this Ursa. (16-4).
He did well.
I think I'm starting to understand the meta of Nature's Prophet mid too. You just get like level 6 and then TP to bot lane or TP to your safe lane and push. We're gonna be going into game 2. I should probably. No, that's fine. Alright. Wait, what is the gold? How high is Clicker's Battle Pass level?
Don't know.
He's got gold around it, so I'm assuming that's pretty high. I don't know if you can actually see it. I'll just add Clanker as a friend.
I don't think.
What's this?
I'll be right back.
How do they already have 100? Alright, yeah, we can mute till we get into game 2 though. We will wait.
Sit too much all day, dude. Especially
Dude,
now.
that's just the culture, dude.
It sucks. It's not good for you.
Just gotta get a better chair.
My chair's good. It's just sitting. That's the
No,
problem.
you just need like a $2,000 chair, and you're good.
$2,000
Get a
chair
Herman
that
Miller.
works my cardiovascular system for me,
No, and just get a Herman Miller, and you're good.
and then I'll just
Here.
sit.
Here, yeah, let's show, they look like
I have my
freaking
chair, it's
spaceships,
fine.
dude. No, it's not. No, it's
Chair's
not.
definitely- Chair's
No, it's
100%
not, dude. Here, let me link you the chair that you need. Hold on.
I don't think you understand how sitting is bad for you scientifically.
Not
You're
unless
not
you're sitting in a $2,000 chair,
Radiant
Zphyr.
team's turn to ban.
Oh my god, dude. Can I get Pokemon's chair? The one she uses?
Just
Not
a
like the
used
model, just
chair?
like the one she uses.
Yeah.
Dire team
Yeah,
ban.
like, like Gamer Girl bathwater. Can I just
There you
get
go.
Gamer Girl chair?
There you go, there's your chair.
Herman Miller.
This isn't even their best one. My friend has like a $2,000 one.
Bro, what? How do you spend that much money on a chair?
Cause you
It doesn't
sit in
even
it
look
and you don't even feel your back. You only feel your head. Like, it's insane.
Okay, whatever.
10 seconds remaining.
These look kind of similar to the chairs I had
Radiant
back
team's turn to pick.
my internship. Oops.
Oh yeah, there's the classic like.
Dire
There's a lot of
team's
good
turn
stuff.
to pick.
Oh, we had standing desks there. Oh, it's good. Quap first phase. All right, sick.
Does seem interesting.
I like this hero. I think Quap is really good right now. She feels really impactful in a core role. She can build utility. I've seen people play her 4. I've seen people play her safe lane.
Mm-hmm.
This hero does it all right now, dude. The dagger.
10
Ooh, the dagger's
seconds
juice.
remaining.
And she can fight all the time. If you want to fight even more, you get an axe. The item also
seconds
feels good. Whew. Good hero. So this is probably going to be a 3 Quap if they first phase it.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it's just like a really good mid matchup that it ends up being. But I mean, not necessarily actually. Mid Quap has kind of few definitive counters right now. I think you could pick like Lina into her right now. I think like a good, I don't know, good Ember Spirit player, good Void Spirit player can beat her. But she's very strong. Underlord in the same vein, very strong laner, very strong hero. I feel like even if I don't have an amazing early game with this hero, I have a lot of impact late game.
5 seconds
Like,
remaining.
the hero just smacks people, man. He just does not die. So, pretty good. And the root, good against Quap.
I mean, it's fine. I think a first pick Quap is a little bit stronger than a first pick Pit Lord, because now you're first picking a strength hero in a meta where like you want to pick other strength heroes later, and then Timberstall is still in the pool. Like, oh no, he's actually banned. Streamer Simps banned him, so they're good. They're good.
Oh, here's the Bane, dude.
They saw it coming, dude. They just want to counter their hero, like, and that's it.
Okay, they have the set opener. Witch Doctor again.
They need a. I mean, you could run a Bane Underlord lane, honestly.
I think you can. I think Bane is really strong in the safe lane. He protects a lot of carries.
Well, you throw out the pit, you get a couple of hits in. You sleep them when they're still inside the pit.
Yeah, and then it reactivates. That's kind of cool.
You just, I mean, it's pretty bad because Pit Lord just wants to hit the whole time, and then you're probably gonna mess it up, and then Pit Lord's gonna get nightmared. But
dude, I'm writing this tactic down actually.
no, do not write this down. It's so bad. It's not going to work.
What's better?
What's better? It's just bad. Why do I have to say what's better?
Is there like another substitute you can do for Bane to do like the same thing in this situation?
Like anybody with a slow, like a Jakiro, a CM, like you doesn't have to be in meta. If you just want things that are going to help you get the pit again, like there's so many better things. Like even ET could do it. Like
ET, I could definitely see. It looks good. But all right. I do like Bane against Quap. It's just a long distance disable, or long duration rather.
I think they could pick a jug here really easily. High magic damage on that hero early on. Streamer Simps.
Yeah. The hero plays well into Underlord.
I'm not a.
Monkey King also works pretty well.
Yeah, that too actually. And then that Monkey King pairs a bit well with the Witch Doctor. I just like Jug because you don't. If you want to go on Underlord, you can be like, I'm not. I don't give a shit what the Bane's gonna do, right? Like he can't do anything. Like he can't nightmare me to stop me during my spin. If I get it like level 2 or 3, we can just run at this guy.
Yes.
Which is really what you want to do into an Underlord.
Yeah. Bane does a lot of HP though, so one spin will not definitively kill him the way it will like a Shadow Shaman or like a CM. He also has the Brain Sap, so yeah. I don't know, I think Witch Doctor plus Jug is still a very good lane. The Maledict Amp is really nice. Ooh, okay. So this is a mid puck. Unless they're gonna run something weird like 4 puck, which is, in my opinion, not that good. I think you can run a draft around a puck and enable the hero to be a
Dire
support,
team's turn to pick.
but there's other ways of doing things.
Clockwork for the Bane. Clockwork's not great into puck, but does help into an Underlord as well if you just want to keep him in one spot for a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
So
This could be off clock too. I think it can do a lot of work in that role right now. There's definitely carries that deal with it, like Jug, as we were talking about,
10
or maybe
seconds
Dire this
remaining.
time. But
5 seconds remaining.
not really sure. I think it's fantastic to cancel Grip though.
they
so
banned
I'm
out
not
the Slark. It is. It's great into it. You gotta be careful. I mean, you don't want to like waste your hook on something non-consequential. Like you gotta keep Bane locked down if you really want to win a fight.
And then Underlord is kind of a hero you can break off from his team sometimes.
Radiant team's turn
So
to
the
pick.
cogs can help with that. DK, okay. DK and Underlord play like in the same space of a fight, and I think them together is incredibly hard.
This is where
Take those
streamer Simps is just like, why the fuck did we ban a Timber right now? Why did we ban a Timber?
Yeah. It's, I don't know. I like this
Dire
DK
team
Underlord
ban.
thing. Both these heroes want to push.
Do you like Knights of Albert banning their own NP, by the way? I don't think we mentioned that yet.
Oh yeah. I think the NP could have done some work here. You could run this carry Dragon Knight.
So they picked a mid here because they know they have the next pick anyways, so immediate counter isn't going to be there. So, not a bad
you also
idea.
don't have to worry about the ban. The
10
TA did
seconds
get banned
remaining.
last game, in the last phase. So I guess they probably just figured if they were going to want to take it,
5
they have to take it
seconds
now.
remaining.
Did they have like a TA specialist or something?
I'm not sure because that's a team that I haven't really seen too much of yet. But I just saw Slendy kick some ass on Ursa, and that's all I got. Like,
Yeah, he kicked ass on Ursa from behind. That's crazy. I don't know how you play
who
that.
was their mid again? Bray TA.
I think I found him. Yeah, this guy is like a hardcore mid player. He has 90 games on TA, 57% win rate. So he probably feels
It's not
like a
bad.
hero. That's like my Ember win rate.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like a very solid hero for a player sometimes. What is my Ember win rate actually? You know these things. 58, just a little higher than his TA.
Radiant team's turn to ban. Radiant team's turn to pick.
Bristleback ban. Okay. I think that's alright. I think the hero deals with DK and Underlord in a really good way, actually. And Streamer Simps last banning PL. Pretty smart. I think PL is one of those heroes right now that
10
he's
seconds remaining.
so incredibly good against certain lineups that have no way of dealing with him, right?
5 seconds remaining.
So like if they last pick a PL here, what does Streamer Sims do? Like game goes past 25 minutes, you just lose.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. They're like these definitive carries, like Spectre past like 40 minutes, you just win. Spectre honestly past 30 minutes if you don't have the momentum. That hero feels really good.
Just an update too. I believe we're getting to the end of the game in game 1 of Nier's series, and it looks like they're losing game 1.
Ooh, that's rough.
Can't tell exactly. Oh wait, no, they're winning. Hold on.
Nice.
The screen is so small over here that I can't read names. Yeah, no, they're winning. Nier just played DP, and they're taking down tier 4s, but not quite over yet. It's over on Bulljax's Twitch, so.
Dire team's turn to pick.
Yes! We're gonna get the sick black holes today.
I missed the last pick. Oh, heck yeah. Okay, this is cool. I think it's risky. I think Fiend's Grip now has found its target this game, but you can play around it. If you reliably, if you actually just send the Clockwork on the Bane, the Enigma has a free game. It actually works out pretty well. I think they have
remaining.
good ways to play it. Enigma is also this unique offlane hero where I think in a lot of matchups you can just deny the carry a lot, and it's very risky to pick a carry without some way to deal with the hero. Okay, this
Choose your hero.
is pretty good actually. Yeah, this is gonna be an interesting.
I mean, they have a good cancel for the Enigma. I'm not. Is the cast range on the silence like big enough to actually work or be decent into an Enigma? Like,
it is. They have a lot of silences right now, actually, so they might not even have to worry about Black Hole canceling. Puck starts fights. Ricky starts fights. Both these heroes will be in the front looking for heroes. So this Enigma has to play either an insane game with like a Blink Dagger and then somehow get away with the Fiend's Grip, or I think he has a hard time. But I don't know. We'll see. I think I really like both drafts here. I think they're like the two sides of pubs right now. One where you have like, I guess, your position 1s and 2 is a Quap and a TA, right? These are like mid heroes.
mm-hmm.
And then on the other side of things, you have these two huge guys and this little sneaky guy. It's like they're completely different how they're taking fights, right? But yeah, I don't know. I think they have each side has really good tools to fight the other. This is like I don't know. Good draft. Taking a while here. Are they?
To pick heroes.
Okay.
Yeah, we're finally through it.
QSS Enigma.
What is that? Quap?
She's it's like the stun animation.
Yeah. I was like, what?
You can do that in the pregame
It
screen.
looks so weird.
Yeah, it's pretty weird. All right, heck yeah. I love casting from this account because I have desert terrain. This is so sick.
Prepare for battle.
All right, so it's Ricky Bane top. This is good. I think the Underlord doesn't necessarily need like protection.
What the just happened?
Always use protection, Zphyr.
Okay, relax. TA versus DK mid matchup.
Drink water, check your posture too. DK versus TA matchup feels very TA favored, but
I think DK can max Dragon Blood and collect farm.
Mhm.
I think TA will outfarm him because TA has like a farm steroid. So what's gonna happen is no one's gonna die mid unless someone rotates, which Clock can rotate here.
30
I think
seconds
DK
to
ends up
battle.
with 60 CS at 10, and TA ends up with 90 CS at 10. So good for both.
mm-hmm.
This off lane is going to be very interesting. I think the Puck is going to max silence, and then this like safe lane safe lane Quap can die.
They are actually maybe gonna go for a kill over on the Garda to start, but it's only a level 1 Maledicts plus a level 1 dagger, so just tick damage, nothing really too much gonna happen.
They can brawl here actually.
Basically just pushing DK back though. And that's their mid laner too, so he's gonna have to walk back to base, heal, and then TP, but Brave is also taking a decent amount of damage. Doesn't have any blink out of here. Do they have enough damage to bring him down? No!
Really good TP there.
So close, 90 health, and does he have a solve on Witch Doctor? He does.
That's good.
But still making a decent amount of space. We are gonna get Quap safe lane.
Yep. This is cool.
Dude, this is
He plays this.
the Quap Puck mid matchup, but it's in the off lane. Like, what is this?
Wait, actually.
One of the most highest skill based mid matchups, and we get it in the safe lane. So interesting little exchange here. And I don't know. I think it's the play into a Pit Lord. Like, you get this constant amount of magic damage out. You want magic damage to him because obviously he can reduce it on his own. I'm not a big fan of the Firestorm level 1 on Pit Lord. I think you go for the atrophy no matter what. But potentially. You don't want to tank too many daggers here by having to walk up through the lane. Mafuzz doing a decent job. Keeping Bane out of the lane. They're making it a 1v1 with the Enigma, which is good because Enigma's always going to win a 1v1, I think, if he's denying the creeps in time.
That's true. If Enigma gets a fast level 3, a lot of carry players will struggle. Like level 2 Icons, you can out CS, but then it gets very hard.
Well, I mean, yeah, he's going to get the range creep deny every single time, which is really hard for a carry to deal with.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And then
base,
you
yeah.
denying, it's...
That's why the clock pick's good into this too, because one of the things you can do to try and counter it is just start pulling the creep waves around the Enigma before he has time to deny a creep. But
yeah,
you can't really do it into a clockwork.
Yes, Bane is not a hero that can handle this clock. It's like, you know when you pick like clockwork into like Shadow Shaman? Oh, here we go.
Maybe they actually just go for a kill. They jumped forward Ultra Gunner, but he's just going to tank those tower shots for a little bit of damage for now. He doesn't have a salve or anything, so they are just going for the chip. But
so is this Enigma going Soul Ring?
Oh, this is very aggressive from Fuzz. You're just going to get focused up, my dude. Not quite too much he can do. It's 2 heroes being focused by level 1 battery assault, and you just see it's not a lot of damage level 1 when you're splitting it.
Nope. I think Ricky's Blink Strike cast range, or cast animation is faster than the...
Yeah, it is. It is.
So he can actually get out of this pretty easily.
It would be very nice if it wasn't, but
yeah.
So nice.
I take it you've seen this matchup occasionally.
It's the buffs that Clockwork needs. Because then it's like you buy Dust, you hook a Ricky, you can still kill him. He doesn't just get out because of Blink Strike.
I do think that would be like a...
Or not Blink Strike, but Tricks of the Trade.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that
Tricks of the Trade too is also a guaranteed escape. Like
it is. It's
there's 2 of them.
0.3 second, I think. And
Yeah, and I don't even
that
think you can
results in
cancel
0.7.
that with the 25 talent. So
Wait. Yeah, you're actually faster.
yeah, because the 25 talent is the minus 2.25 battery second assault interval, and the interval goes down to about 0.45 then. So
Yes.
so 0.3 is able to get you out. I'm just gonna sleep over on a Clockwork. He's still just trying to make space in an Nephilim, but level 4 Ricky, like level 4 Enigma, I don't think this should be even, to be honest. Like, in their XP bars are pretty much the same.
So Enigma is probably denying creeps in front of Ricky. If you do this, he gets full XP.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the 50%. It doesn't actually count. I think. But I mean, even if it did, it's like you're just giving him that. And instead, you could kill the creep outside of the range and that, and then deny it.
Bottom lane Maledict maybe gonna... Is it gonna bring down Clankers? Like, they could just focus him. He is gonna tick from the dagger. Bray has a blink as well. Orb forward not gonna connect. I think Clanker's just a little bit of an overcommitment, and it's not the worst death though. Like, he has made it to 5 minutes. He's got a couple levels at this point. He's got 2-1-1. Can easily go into the jungle with level 2 Firestorm. Nephilim is gonna tick down Mafuzz, punishing him for the bounty rune rotate. A bit of a greed there. Streamer Simps with a strong start though.
Okay, here we go. He's okay. USS knows what he's doing on this hero, I think. Almost.
Midgarda's just farming up jungle camps in the meantime. This really isn't even a matchup, honestly. I haven't looked at it too much. Looks like it's pretty even, but both of these heroes are just like, well, I'm just gonna push in the lane and then go farm the jungle. Over, back and forth again. Like,
yeah, I mean, you see it a lot at this level, I guess.
Yeah, and Slendy's not even gonna try and contest this either. He's just like, yep, use your breathe fire, like, go farm your jungle. I don't really care.
Because he wants to do the same thing himself. He just wants to get the farm as fast as possible.
So pop the ult here. I don't think Slendy can really do too much. Actually, no, he's doing a decent amount of damage. He doesn't have the meld strike yet, though, so couldn't really commit. Ult as well on cooldown. Bottom lane, they've killed off Clankers yet again, and well, that second death is when it starts to become an issue. It's level 3 dagger. It's actually a dagger max from Brave. He's trying to bait out the phase shift there, and that's what we want to see with these two heroes.
He should go for the...
Oh, mid lane, they're bringing down Garda. It's a rotation over from Fuzz. And a great one at that. They get a very big kill onto a DK. Tadpole might go down here or forward, at least get a couple of right clicks afterwards. But no, Calypsis didn't go to the orb. Root does come out onto the TPing Tadpole, and now they can get a bit more. Calypsis again with the orb. Slow gonna be there. Calypsis is just out of mana right now. Melt Strike comes through. It still connects. Easy kills for Slendy.
Dyer's courier got
A
killed.
little bit of an overcommitment there from Calypsis.
He actually misclicked the trap on TA, and that allowed Witch Doctor to get away. It was really interesting. I don't know if this was like on purpose by Slendy, like spawning right at where you'd expect.
Oh, black hole top. I don't know if they can get this kill though, because he's just gonna get the blink away afterwards. But the Maledict QSS instantly queued it up.
It's really good.
They just barely get enough damage, and I think that's just a call from QSS saying, "Hey, we're going on him here. We're going on him here. We have vision. I'm just gonna pop black hole."
Like, it doesn't really matter right now if you use black hole. I think after 10 minutes, it's important to use it for your team a little bit.
I mean, that's the perfect timing right there, then, right?
Exactly,
like,
yeah.
just killing enemy safe lane. Like, that's usually what you want to look for, I think.
Yeah. It's
Oof.
perfect.
Sick play
But,
there
like,
from Calypsis.
Even if he didn't, Odd here, Pop's going in.
That's a very aggressive blink forward.
level
There is
7.
not a stun, though. Garda doesn't have the stun level yet. They're running forward with Mafuz. Did get silenced as well as just locking him up in cogs after the Maledict. Garda is just going to tick down. Maybe you can get a return kill. Potentially, Mafuz is going to tick down.
Ribri actually
Doesn't
held
lose
the
his
ult
life.
and didn't use it. So this is pretty bad for Garda now. He's died twice. First time got ganked. And then he figured, let's go push bot tower and
Yeah.
underload my team. And dies again.
Yeah, and now Clankers is rotated, and he's farming up the jungle just a bit too, which is not really what you want if you're a Pit Lord. Pit Lord wants to be like aggressively farming the enemy's jungle, honestly, or farming the enemy's triangle.
Yeah. I think they could, Enigma is gonna start pushing soon. It's kind of weird. He got Soul Ring and then went back for a Necro Book. He will be pushing this tower pretty soon.
Mm-hmm.
So what's gonna happen is I think both offlaners just like sit and run into each other.
I mean, are you surprised Garda came back bottom again? Like,
I am. He doesn't have ult. I think he doesn't feel like he can outfarm a TA, so he has to make plays on the map and let his Riki get farm.
definitely can't outfarm a TA, right?
So, I mean, I think the logical step is taking objectives.
Oh, they are going to go for the steal onto the outpost, not canceling it quite in time. Also, the silence on Bravery. Tried to go for the contest. They are going to bring down Nephilim, though. So at least they get a return kill. Did not get a single outpost there. Calypsis maybe looking for something. Does find a courier on Tadpole. Maledict is going to miss, but the stun on the backside onto the Queen of Pain. Bravery gets the blink out. Maybe they can find Garda. But no, there's too much strength here. Archer Gunner actually running in on that Riki. I don't think they know Ricky's here, but they can kind of tell something's off.
Riki should be farming right now. I don't think you fight with this hero before you use it. Okay. Yeah, that was just, I don't know, Guard has a ton of HP right now.
Is this it? Oh, I was gonna say, is there a new immortal for Clockwork? I don't think so. No. Okay.
But, oh my god, remember what I said?
I didn't even check the
Like,
sets.
start of the game, at 10 minutes, Quap will have 90 CS, and Dragonite will have 60. Oh my god, look at that.
Oh, 97. Well, you were close. You were close, though. I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you.
Get the idea. But, DK
Mid
is
tower
keeping
is
up.
gonna fall here.
I'm glad to see it. This is what you need to do. Okay. Great coil.
On to 2, but I mean, they just don't have any follow-up right now. They have no Bane ult as well. They can just keep fighting this, but that is the save from Nephilim. Garda's gonna live for at least a bit longer, but they can still get some focus from Mafuz, able to tick him down. Ultra Gunner is here. There's the black hole onto nothing. Well, actually, it went onto the courier. I guess you'll take it, right? You got a courier kill with black hole, so not too big of a deal, but
He was trying to get the puck. He was anticipating the puck would jaunt into the orb, but not quite. Ellipsis is
dude,
paying attention.
you gotta look at the positives, right? Like, you got the courier. It's fine. Don't worry
He did
about
get
it.
the courier.
Yeah.
It's not bad. He
Yeah.
can split the 22.
It's a bit of gold.
Doesn't have. Oh, he's getting Necro now. Good. So,
Also,
do you go ahead.
like, Enigma into DK is just so strong. Like, scaling damage, dude. Midnight Pulse, he doesn't have a level into it yet, but it is gonna come in so handy.
Black Hole's pure now too, which is really nice.
Mhm.
That got buffed last patch. It went from 50, 150, or 100, 150 to 100, 150.
Take back this outpost, Mafuz.
Dude, it's like 2 minutes and who cares?
I mean, you might as well. That's the problem with the outpost. Everyone's like, oh, we got time. Oh, we got time. It's just like, just take it. Like,
I mean,
there's no downside, right? It's just time. Time's the only investment. They might just find Clankers, though, and Clankers is so squishy right now. He's got the mech if he wants to go for the Soul Ring pop, but I think he's just going to tick down anyway. He can't even get off a Firestorm.
that's really rough. So this clock is ahead, or he can actually just run at the Underlord. This is really good.
Well, the clock 4 position, yeah. You look at their offlaner, like, he's definitely had...
Yeah, it's really good. I don't know, this clock feels like he has value this game. And it's really good, if you could say you're...
Yeah, he has quite a few targets. I mean, it feels good hooking into a DK, Pit Lord, Bane. Like,
So good, you're just in there. So...
all 3 of those heroes have hard times dealing with it, so... Maybe they find Calypsis, though. No, he doesn't. He's not really going to commit for this, I don't think. No, he didn't jaunt away. But they don't want to commit past, so... Deso up on Slendy. This is such a quick timing. When did he get this?
When he... Oh my god, he really just got like 40 more CS. That's crazy.
He's got treads too, so it's not like he just went brown boots Deso rush. Is Slendy just like the TA player?
He's 800 to Blink Dagger.
This is incredible. Like 14-minute Deso. I mean, not even 14. It was like a 12-minute Deso. I'll have to look after the game, but
This is such just like an interesting hero. Where you just like, some players can just do this with her.
I mean, it's all about efficiency. Like,
Oh my
and
God.
it's just crazy how high it scales too. Gonna get a DD, and they're just gonna Roche.
I'll pop past the bottle, how nice.
Look at this baby fall.
This is so good.
They're
Love
scanning it, but I don't know if they're gonna get there in time. We're 14 minutes into this game, and they're not gonna get there in time. Puck is gonna have to orb in, is going for the TP, but it's a long one. They can get vision. Ultra Gunner is here. Orb through. They need to get vision on top of it. Jaunt in. He gets the Aegis beforehand, though. Calypsis is just getting deleted. He A-clicked. Hook over into the Ricky, but can they find this kill afterwards? He can just Tricks of the Trade as well as the Blink Strike afterwards. They don't have any kind of dust.
Oh no, dude.
Unfortunate. It's a sick hook, but they just don't have dust.
Oh, that's so rough. I've been there, dude. I can't blame him.
Yeah, I mean, if anybody needs to have dust there, it's the Clockwork, and he's actually bought it afterwards too, realizing, yeah, that's my job. But
Enigma build, dude. What?
I think you got to go for the pushback there as well, not lock Ricky and Cogs, but I'm not sure. I think potentially that's the play. Are going to take top tier too. What happened to them this game though? It's 12-2.
They're going high ground.
Just an insane showing from streamer Simps.
Minute Blink Deso, Aegis, TA. And
Yeah.
they have a co-op save
Oh yeah,
point.
and they are the lower seed in this matchup too. Knights of Albert were the 4 seed, and I believe the 15 seed or the 13 seed was Streamer Simps, because they're one of the more newer teams. I'll have to ask Wom like exactly how the seeding's based, but Ultra Gunner's just gonna tick down. They find him with the Quap ult. Hook missed, but it doesn't matter.
Dude,
And
he
now
doesn't
they have Black Hole.
He doesn't have Diffusal yet. Oh no. That's so rough.
He did die the one time. I mean, you see how crucial getting that 1 kill is, though. They're going to even pop the Black Hole. Does get canceled immediately, so that is a decent mistake there. Coming out. They're just getting the return kills, too.
What?
Down goes Clock, down goes Enigma. It's kind of a throw. Bravery going for the TP out. They don't find him in the trees. Had the pit, but he instead firestormed. They get the Aegis. Maybe they want to keep chasing. Ultra Gunner is running in. He's got to blink up in 2 seconds, but he needs to use it now. No, he's going to get stunned up as well as silenced. Slendy is just going to go down. It is a little throwy right now.
It's really throwy. I think that just a little too aggressive there. I don't know. I don't think they needed to go for like a Black Hole player.
Yeah, they felt a little like unfocused, I guess.
Yeah. I think they were kind of just like,
Like Enigma wanted the Pit Lord, thinking they were gonna all focus the Pit Lord, but then everybody else went on to the DK.
This is kind of like the trap of Enigma sometimes. You feel like you need to go Black Hole people because your hero has that big spell, but Enigma with auras is threatening.
Mm-hmm. It's just like Enigma with this. I mean, even Necro's still pretty good, but you probably get a more. You probably get another like Vlad's, potentially a pipe, and just sit in the back, and it's the threat of the Black Hole that really matters.
Exactly.
Like,
yep, they cannot run at you.
oh, bottom. He's able to pop the coil onto the Quap, gets the Cogs, pushback, needs to go for the blink out, but Garda is here looking for the stun, but can't quite get it off. Garda has another blink as well. Mafuz is just making space, but is probably going to tick down after this. Slow in there from the defusal. Mafuz is going to go down. Actually trying to find the return kill. He gets silenced up. Bray, you might not even find this kill. I think he's fine. Just damn.
Look at this guy's health regen.
Yeah, especially he's got the royal jelly, dude. That saved him.
Yeah, dude, for real.
I think he was probably okay anyway because of the Dragon's Blood, but
okay, dude, Garda's actually playing so well. This guy is like inspiring me to pick up DK right now because he's having so much impact on the game with this like first item Blink Dagger. He's going back for Radiance because he knows he's like a boss and no one can kill him. He's farming really well. You don't see that always.
oh, all right, here we go.
Nice pause.
All right, here we go. God, I don't see OD.
Oh, there's OD.
Oh, there's OD.
Willow. Willow is like the diagonal.
I don't
to
see
left.
Ogre either. Oh, there he is.
Dude, I wish I
Ooh.
could. So lame. Wait, it shows you hero mana. That's funny. Is this a problem?
Oh, it does actually.
Wait a minute. You can cheat this. Because
Oh no, I think that's just us. I think that's just us. I don't think
Okay,
all
I
the
hope
players
so.
can see it. I think it's just because we see it, and it's literally copy pasting up from the top. Like,
wait, is it? Oh, it is 100%. It is a screen cap.
no, other than the alt thing, but that might just be an overlay on top of it.
That's HP. Yeah. So I guess it probably is hidden.
Well, no, you can see TA's HP is a little lower, and you can see like a little black bar above.
No, that's TA's HP.
Yeah.
The mana below.
First to 10 points. Could you ever get to 10 points in this? Jesus.
I think I did once.
That's a long pause.
I think it's fun.
They're gonna look for a smoke with the Enigma Blink.
Okay, he has it.
I
Good. He went
I
back
mean,
for this.
it is, but I think you just go utility items almost. I don't know. Maybe he just feels like he wants to get the sick black holes off.
Yeah.
Or no, he has this contract for Puck. That's why.
You could totally just like solo kill a hero with this.
He has the contract for Puck, dude. That's the reason why. It's gonna get the phase away jaunt, but they're gonna keep on top of him. Especially, he's gonna even have to use the ult. Witch Doctor ult comes out, but Nimbica doesn't get the kill, so he doesn't get the contract.
Oh,
Rip.
that's rough. That's where you ping your 4-player, or your 5-player.
Yeah,
actually.
like what the hell?
Puta madre. My points.
I don't even know if points in lobbies count, but
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
DK is picked up some gold towards his Radiance. Looks good. He's farming really well, actually. Dude, I'm playing DK after this game.
are you?
I am playing DK. I've actually never played the hero, which is like interesting to me.
DK is like one of the most boring heroes in the game, dude. I swear. You have even less buttons to click than like Wraith King.
I think it's
Dire's middle tower isn't
interesting
gonna last long.
because it's like it is that simple.
Oh, mid.
There is still like a lot of nuance. Ooh.
Mid, they're looking for something. Calypsis forward in with the coil as well. On a Quap, he's just going to break it immediately and go for the blink out, but it blink forward as well as the silence. They bring down Bravery, so a lot of their damage gone. Can they cancel out this Bane ult, though? They didn't get the hook onto the Bane, and we talked about in the draft how it was going to be an issue if that didn't happen. Might be able to get the blink away. He's still got the blink off, but he's just stunned up for so long by the DK. Down goes TA. And the clock just, yeah, I mean, you just have to hit the Bane there. Not really too much else to hook.
Did not hit anyone in that fight. That was incredible.
TA and Quap, like two of their big damage dealers, just doing completely nothing. They also had the black hole, but there's not really an opportunity to use it, especially when you're just getting focused by Ricky.
Yeah, this is where this blink backfires on Enigma. You could very easily have bought an aura item for your team there. But you know, it's like the allure of the black hole, right?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I don't think he was positioned right. I think if he was more in the middle of the team.
Oh, they're gonna ult out of this.
Radiant's middle tower.
Oh, they try to get Calypsis outside, but I think they just barely missed time that. So.
Pretty good. But here's also can't speak. Here's also the thing. Because Enigma's committed to this blink dagger, he sort of needs to get BKB next to make the item like fully useful. I think you can probably just deal with Fiend's Grip still,
Radiant's bottom
or you can just Black Hole the Bane. But without this, there's still just like so much cancel.
Roshan in 40 seconds, and I think that's another power spike for Radiant if they can sneak it, but
Yeah.
they're definitely not on top right now when it comes to items. 14 to 10. It was 12 to 2 at one point.
It's huge.
Did you just see the X's around Puck there? Like when he channeled the outpost? I think we're missing a couple. They probably need to update that.
Interesting.
It's like the missing entity or missing or I forget what it's called, missing animation.
The big error
Yeah.
that model
Yeah.
that showed up. Oh my god, I love those.
No, it was
I
the
love-
X's. It was just like red X's.
Oh, okay. That was weird.
Oh, they see an illusion Ricky. I don't think they're gonna go on it, fortunately for them.
Ooh.
They are, I mean, holding some sort of patience there. Dust is popped, however.
Middle tower shouldn't have to take
Puck's
the
gonna have Blink Dagger soon, and it's gonna make these fights much easier.
I mean, do they want to fight right now, though? They're really seriously grouped for it. They see Garda bottom as well. Calypsis in the trees, maybe getting a ping out, but they're just going to run at Roche, maybe punishing them for walking away for too long. I don't think they know what is happening right now. The team is completely gone. They're giving them the bot tier 2, and I think that's what's going to tip them off that Roche is falling.
Yeah. If you look at Dire's vision right now, they have no idea where they are.
Mm-hmm. We haven't seen the scan yet, though. They need to go for the T hard. They can't even TP. Outpost gone.
DK has a Radiance coming. They can go for a high ground.
DK ult's still up too for a decent amount of time, so.
They should hit this. And Glyph is
Fortify. I think this is definitely the play. Fortify popped hook, just misses. Mafuz went for a blind hook for the most part. Doesn't have a force staff to like push anybody out. But I mean, you take Roche for free, so not really too big of a deal.
I think the fact that Pit Lord can do that is actually kind of huge right now. Because people are grouping so much. And if your team is able to just threaten racks like that so easily...
Without a consequence.
Yeah, like they don't have to use 5 TPs to do that. Like that's crazy. And they can show up...
Well, and the chances of you getting 5 TPs off is pretty low. Like.
Yeah, exactly. But this one uncancelable Underlord ult is just like, you just go back to defend the tower you're getting split pushed, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So they kind of have the, what's the word? There's like a Latin term. Hold on.
The advantage? The upper hand?
Their modus operandi is better. I think that's the term.
What?
It's like the thing saying that the game is on their side, right?
Dude, are you just like taking a Latin class right now and you want to like show off?
I've heard someone use it, this word. This is like one of those like Latin phrases that has like a perfect meaning for something.
Okay, I'm cool with that. Cool.
Right.
It's good to know. I might use that at some point now, and I'll say the exact same thing you did.
Oh my god.
Somebody just used it, and I just thought it was cool.
Yeah.
Modus operandi.
A particular way or method of doing something.
Oh, coil forward after the silence. They're gonna try and find Enigma. He's gonna get stunned up afterwards, I believe. It's such a long DK stun as well. Enigma can't really survive this firestorm coming down. They're gonna save the kill for Ultra Gunner. And that is it. Dude, all I know is Modus Ponus, which I forget what that is. And that's like, isn't that like Calc 4 crap or something? I can't remember.
Discrete.
Is that discrete math?
Yes.
Oh, yes, it is. Oh, shit.
If P, then Q.
Yes.
Well, it is. Oh, I don't miss that.
I can't believe you remember that, honestly. I did not at all. I just remembered Modus Ponus.
Oh, I know. I just Googled it, actually. But I recognized what it was. Ooh, dude, this Ricky's got a Manta. This is good. I like this hero right now. Ooh. Like, he can just go on...
Manta Ricky? Really?
You can go on the Witch Doctor now, actually. Because...
Yeah, I mean, that's true.
And then, you know, you can purge off Meld, you can purge off Swap Q. You can kind of deal with the... You can actually just turn on the clockwork with this item.
I'm still just like... It's crazy how quickly this game got thrown back into Knights of Overtane, though. Oh, yeah, neutral pretty much. It was such a big like advantage after that TA Desolator. And they lose one fight top lane trying to go high ground. I mean, they kind of just baited themselves into it. They're going to go for the fight now. Coil over onto Quap. Immediately gets popped, plus the stun. Again, they're killing off Quap, but there's the cheese pop. Still alive on Brave to do some damage. QSS was getting focused as well. The rest of the heroes are still alive. It's a nice hook backside as well as the Quap ult. Not really connecting onto too much other than the Bane, which they killed. Brave needs to look for the blink out. Shady goes down. You also lost the Enigma yet again. Aegis pop coming out. Needs to go for the blink away, but the pit is right on top of the TA death. Down goes TA for the second time. Slendy not too happy about that one. Now the rest of the team has to just try and get out. Bravery, the last surviving member. Just a complete disaster of a fight, and immediately they're pushing, ulting into the bot lane. How much time is left on DK ult? 15. Can he get a couple of hits?
This Underlord is a player, dude. This Halberd? Oh my god.
Oh, they popped the fortify.
Alright. So TA did not buy BKB. TA bought Lincoln Sphere. The common misconception that carry players have, like I have sometimes, where you think you can sub a Lincoln's for a BKB. You cannot do that in this game. And he got disarmed for 5 seconds, and he did not kill anyone that fight on TA. It is really risky doing that sort of thing. I do it on Weaver sometimes, and I throw.
Also, we haven't seen a black hole for a while. QSS is just getting focused at the beginning of every single fight by the Rookie. There's a hook forward onto the puck as well as the pushback, but can they find the kill? I think they can. Calypsis with the actual getting away. Ultra Gunner blinks into that. QSS maybe could have gotten the black hole, but is going to get stunned up by the puck. Calypsis with a nice escape there. They don't really have too much catch outside of a clock hook, to be honest. I mean, you have to look at the black hole for that.
This puck is going kind of right click from the 4 roll. This is kind of interesting. He's taken the phase shift attack talent. He didn't take the cast range, but he's going first item mags. So when he gets 25, he's playing for 25. They're playing late here, I think. You can actually just destroy fights. Because they don't have too much AoE. It's kind of something. I don't know. Is anything notable being built yet? Oh my, Fog of War's still there.
Yeah, I mean, Roshan's still up in 2 minutes, potentially. I really think, like, this is such a hard game to play as a Clockwork again, too. Same for Enigma. Like, the amount of openings you can find are so low, especially when the game is this close. Clocked really doesn't want to, like, go looking or go hunting for kills past 30 minutes now. Doesn't really have too much impact, but even like 20 or at 20 minutes, he couldn't really do too much.
So this DK, can he die without BKB? Can he die? He just has BKB.
I think he can still die here. They have a decent amount of burst, but
he's playing a little safe. I think he wants to.
Are they playing Hot Pepper? What?
Oh, the Ricky ate it. Hate to see it.
Like he was caught holding the Hot Pepper. Wait, what does that even do? It's just
It's a little particle effect if you're the one holding it. So.
Okay. Nothing too big, and they're gonna find Clockwork. He'll force staff outside of his own cogs. Ultra Gunner able to blink in, and down goes Clock.
Well, that was pretty easy. So the DK is huge.
Oh, blink forward, stun into Bray. Do they have a follow-up? They have the pit, but Clankers, it's on cooldown. Used it to find a Clockwork, but they do have a coil over onto Slendy. Maybe it just needs to break it, but there's no save here. They don't have a Clockwork to cancel out the Alpha Nephim. They have to go forward, get the Yules. Bray had to go so aggressive for that. He doesn't end up paying with his life, fortunately.
It was a necessary cancel, I think.
Oh yeah, it felt like TA definitely, they could have dove past tier 3s. Clankers is ticking down pretty quick here. Maybe they don't have the coil to cancel out this black hole, but he just ticks down anyway. It doesn't matter. Down goes the Pit Lord. They get a buyback from the Enigma. He's tired of not being able to use this black hole, but there's no follow-up. They've lost the TA. And Bray getting very aggressive now, has a silence, but it doesn't matter. Looking for the black hole. It's on to 3. They don't have a cancel, but where's their damage? They don't have it. Nobody is going to die in the middle of this. Down goes QSS. That's a dieback. Mufuz trying to get away, and he just respawned as well. Running forward is Ultra Gunner. He doesn't actually have mana, but Carnage just blinks right on top of him with the Radiance. And it's 4 dead, a couple of diebacks to boot, and I'm not sure how they get back into this.
Dude. Two players on Radiant are not buying BKB. Like this Enigma found this glorious black hole by some miracle. But like, oh god, it's so hard to fight right now.
They just, everybody's dead. They literally had just killed the Quap, and I don't even think Quap does anything in that black hole.
No, he doesn't have enough AoE. The Enigma did not have Midnight Pulse up. If that was up, it might have been a little different. But
I think it still would have barely, I don't know, that's such a hard follow-up. Also, like, it's really greedy to go for the Midnight Pulse cast, especially when, like, you have to hit this in order to live. Like, there's so many stuns too.
No, for sure. Yeah, you
If
don't
you
really
take the
have
extra second, like one of the heroes could have passed out of the AoE.
No, exactly. It's not. It takes like 0.2 extra seconds or something.
Yeah.
I don't know what the exact cast time is.
Oh no. They just walked a courier into Roche, and now they know they're doing this, I believe. They have to be able to scout this. How do they keep... They keep sneaking these Roches, and if they get a refresher on Enigma... I mean, potentially they find something. They need to get a BKB on the TA, though. They are going to get the scan out as well as the vision. This time they have the advantage, unlike the first time. Pit initially in, and it's a very good one. Just locked inside Itch the Witch Doctor. They know they need to finish this. Slendy does have that Lincoln's popped initially, blinking forward on the puck. Does go for the coil, trapped in Cogs, but I think they're still going to lose the heroes inside the pit. Down goes Roche, but they've lost both their cores. Yet again, it's the ones without BKB. QSS going to die as well, and I think we're getting closer and closer to a GG.
Oh my god,
there it is.
I love Underlord.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under
This hero's so sick.
We're gonna go... Oh wait, no, who won game 1?
They did.
Fuck, wait, what? Was that the end of the series? I don't think so, right? Or is that it? Who won?
I think that's it. Yeah, they won 2.
Oh shit! I totally thought that they won game 1. Hold on.
I think it felt like that. But...
Game 1 was close. No, Streamer Simps won game 1.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they did. So we are going to game 3.
Heck yeah, dude! I'm so ready to keep watching this. This is so good. Like so many good little plays, I think. Both sides too. God. Every fight in the mid game, I was watching this TA. In every fight, he did not do anything because
he doesn't have
I can't get over
BKB,
that.
dude. Because he doesn't have one item. Like
What? He like Ricky Cloud, Puck Silence, Puck Coil, Underlord Q, Underlord W, Bane Nightmare. You know, there are the Radiance. They had 2 halberds.
yeah.
Diffusal Blade. You
Dude.
need BKB in this game.
Let's look at. Okay, hold on. Let's look at this. Let's look at this timing on the Deso.
Oh god.
Just
that was insane. That was really good by them. 15 minutes. They went high ground of 15 minutes.
So he gets Deso at like 12 minutes 30 seconds.
He has Blink in too. He timed it like perfectly. And then he blunders. So sad. Oh well.
Hold on one sec. Maybe we can drive Vanilla in here if he's down. Why are you on your Smurf right now?
I was just playing on it earlier.
Yes, get in here, Vanilla.
Nice. So,
How do
it's
I
good, I'll
add
be able
people
say
to this
stupid
call?
things.
Yeah.
There's like a add friends at DM thing. I can. Oh, I have to add you first.
Oh shit.
Or if you're friends with him on Discord.
Oh.
He doesn't
Rip,
wanna cast.
he's playing Dota.
Lame.
Hold on. Lame, dude. Yeah, it looks like they're in game 3 though of Niers. I can't really tell. They're 20 minutes. Maybe this is game 2. Nier is playing Spectre. Classic. Actually classic Nier Spectre.
Oh yeah, Nier Spectre, very cool. Nier on like all these like traditional carry heroes is like so good.
Near PL is a joy to watch. Like,
He knows what he's doing.
and I think they're gonna win game 2 because they're up 15k at 20 minutes. But we've seen comebacks of that proportion. I mean, tonight literally we've seen comebacks of that proportion.
What was the
Call-G.
advantage that?
Oh, that's a good
We're
question.
not even ahead. What? They were like 4K ahead at most on Radiant.
Yeah, well, it felt like more than that just because it was so early. Like, but
Yeah,
maybe that was the mistake, right? Like, they're not as far ahead as they thought they were. So
yeah, that's usually what this is. I mean, the TA was very ahead at 15 minutes. You can see in the graph where he died after the Aegis push. Like, there's just like a plateau moment, and then he just slows down and farm because he knows he has to fight.
all right, I need to grab more water. We're right back.
Oh, me too.
Forgot to take my vitamin D today. Damn it. Oh, they just won game 3, I think. Shout out to vitamin D pills, by the way.
I'm back.
If you just want a random, vitamin you can take, vitamin D, the GOAT, literally cures COVID. You didn't hear from me.
Isn't that the
I'm just kidding, by the way. I do not want to get removed from Twitch because spreading false information.
Isn't vitamin D just like sunlight? Or you get that from sunlight?
Yeah, you're literally eating the sun.
Oh yeah. That's good.
You can feel it just in your stomach, just burning. It's probably not a good thing. You should get that checked out. But
Alright, what are these bands?
all right, last game of the night. Nier series just ended. I think they 2-0'd. So yeah, game 3, Knights of Albert streamer Simps. It is 11 o'clock Central Time, midnight on the East Coast. Zphyr is a no-lifer right now. So,
Dude, I don't have a job yet.
well, you do. You're just not working right now.
3 weeks. 3 weeks.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
The timber band again. This is cool.
This is definitely the degenerate sleep hour schedule too. So no big deal. But yeah, Techies, Tusk, Oracle, Timber, pretty similar. The Timber ban is still something I'm not a big fan of. Like, I think streamer Simps is kind of kicking themselves for banning it last game. Like, they got DK'd, they got pit lorded, and they're getting pit lorded again.
This hero had so much impact last game.
Yeah, it did. It did. They didn't pressure it enough. I think Pit Lord is a hero you have to pressure. And they're going to try and do it with the Lycan Jakiro. Okay.
I think Jakiro actually can pressure Underlord as a support. He's like, there's a lot of support.
Jakiro can.
He can.
I'm not a fan of the Lycan. I think you pick like an Ursa instead if you want to go a combo.
Monkey works here too.
Yes, that too.
But I think they picked the Lycan for a different reason. It's just a very strong hero in the right hands, and you don't really care about the Underlord. Ember Spirit first phase. This is something I've seen quite a bit. Ember doesn't really feel threatened by either of these heroes, so like if they want to deal with the Ember, they have to pick a hero for that. So pretty solid choice. Flex too.
It is a flex. I mean, are we going to see an offlane or mid here?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I mean, I think
MK
they pick it
ban.
early because it can be either. This is the value of the hero.
I
right now.
I want a bet from you.
I as a drafter, I can't take that bet because this is when I
As a
pick the hero,
gambler, you can.
I'm 50-50. I don't have any. Okay,
I'd
give me
take
a
those
name of the
odds.
draft. I think it's more interesting if we have more context on this hero.
All right, we'll give you 2 more heroes.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
2
I'll
more,
make the
2
bet
more.
then.
After the 4th pick, you have to guess. Although it really depends
Okay.
on their last pick, but whatever. There's no fun then. You basically
Yeah.
know where it's going if their last
I
pick.
mean, sometimes
Slightly.
you don't, and that is also the value of the hero.
Yeah.
You pick another kind of like flexible.
Pick like a
hero.
quap here or some shit. You probably don't pick a quap into a disruptor, but
This is mid Ember.
okay, you're just going with 3. Okay. I like it. We also get the Ricky Band too. They don't want to play that anymore or play into it anymore,
actually,
which I
it's
think
gonna
is
be,
fine. They do go Ursa Jakiro.
This is mid, 100% mid.
Mid Ursa?
Wait, no. Oh my god, wait. How do they lane this?
I think you go Ursa Jakiro with an offlane Lycan, maybe?
Wait, hold on. I like Jakiro Ursa. It's like the same thing as Jakiro Monkey. I think you put that safe lane. I think this is a mid Lycan.
You want that into the Pit Lord, right? Like,
You
guaranteed.
do. You put Ursa safe. Then you put Lycan mid.
5 seconds remaining.
Lycan mid's a little strange, but I could see it work. Like, I could see it being pulled off. Levels do go over well.
I think it's good.
Probably not the best farm, but
So actually, what you could do instead is do the same thing that QSS did game 1 with the CK. You pick this big, strong melee guy, and you put him in the offlane. It's normally a carry. You turn him into a 3.
Mhm.
Both Lycan and Ursa can kind of function like that. You saw this a lot of like TI8, like Bloodseekers, Necrophoses, or was that TI7? One of those two. Yeah, so they could do that here.
CI7, because Matumba Man played Necrophos mid a ton, if that's what you mean. And safe lane as well.
Mind Control played it in the offline. Mind Control also played Venomancer. This heroes kind of won the tournament because they were able to just purely outdraft people. So, I think that...
Or not Mind Control, Matumba Man.
Yeah.
10 seconds remaining.
I think if you're playing Ember mid, the threat of an Ursa killing you is not very severe. So he's not going to be worried if the Ursa goes mid here. So I think they do put the Ember mid. Still, I'm sticking with that. Even though I have more information. So Coddle Ember can function in the safe lane, but from a purely harass standpoint, it's pretty weak. And you're not going to be able to like burst down an Ursa or a Lycan in the off lane, or in the side lanes as an Ember here. What they can do here, this is something I've been favoring, is you pick last pick Luna. I think Luna Coddle is an incredibly underrated lane.
10 seconds remaining.
Like level 3 beam, you get it twice.
5
The Coddle beam. It's really good.
remaining.
Like the DP ban. DP is just hard to deal with at the moment, so.
Yeah, DP would do a lot with their lineup. DP is normally a very slippery hero. Ursa is going to have a hard time killing the hero. Lycan is not going to enjoy the healing aspect of the hero. Like, he's chasing her, you just shoot a siphons him. She's just like, okay, cool.
Stream Simps, yeah. I mean, they could pick up like an offlaner that's a little bit better at that right now, but
They could, yeah. I think they need a...
a Coddle Underlord lane seems pretty
I think
legit.
it's... Yeah, that is true, actually. I do like that, too. Because then you don't have to worry about buying, like, a Soul Ring or something on Underlord. Saves you a lot of gold.
I think the cooldown on Firestorm is relatively low. Like, look at it here.
It's like 12. It's 12.
Yeah, I mean, it's still gonna help you. Yeah, it's 12 seconds, and Coddle removes 6 of that or something.
Dude, I knew that. Let's go. I like this hero. I think I'm gonna like play offlane and like pick Underlord. That sounds fun. I have to play the DK first though. I have a list.
You do have a list at this point. Yeah, it's Cooldown reduction of 3 seconds at level 1. So, I mean, still 12 down to 9. Like, it's still like a 60% uptime or something ridiculous then. Like,
5 seconds remaining.
That's sort of how it works with Luna as well. Except on a shorter cooldown. It's also like other heroes who do this, like Gyrocopter is really good at turning mana into damage with the Q. I think Slark can work here. I think Monkey can also work here for safe lane.
well, it's gonna be
Safe lane, pretty sure.
yeah.
I mean, if they
Well,
pick
and
it-
Wyvern paired with it.
Yeah, I don't think Ember has a kill safe lane, and you kind of want that if your opponents are going to be aggressive on you. Okay, maybe I
Dude,
don't know.
they're sticking with the flex, dude. They want to flex like all the way to the end, so they just have to meta themselves. Honestly, like.
I think the DK is sick. I think it's really, really good with Underlord. I think it proved it last game. You have one hero that threatens towers, and the other hero that can, like, you know, adjust your position so you're not, you know, at their tier 3 and you're defending yours.
5 seconds remaining.
I think that. Oof.
Storm
Okay.
spirit.
They don't have too much lockdown for a storm. I mean, they have Pit, they have Chains, Wyvern alt, Coddle alt is like okay in the storm. It's not the most reliable. And then yeah, if you land that DK stun, it's incredibly long. So
Yes. I think that Ember and DK are not heroes that enjoy building Basher either, and neither enjoys building Sheepstick. No support's gonna want to buy the item. This is an incredibly free Storm Spirit game.
yep.
More than usual.
Unless he fucks up, you still could get pitted into like a DK stun and then potentially die.
But the way I see this going, Slendy's gonna have a good lane here, unless this is okay. It's guarded mid again. Yeah, he's gonna have a great lane. He's gonna do exactly what he did last game, except he's just a little bit less. I think TA farms just like really quickly, but he's gonna get like a fast Kaya and then an Orchid, and then he's gonna start killing people.
Mhm.
These supports are really vulnerable. I think this is a draft favor. I'll say 60-40 in favor of Radiant. I think their lineup is very good at running into people.
See how they wanna. I like Streamer Sims draft a little bit better. I mean, they got the lane advantages in every single lane, I think. So, like, you're running Jakiro Ursa into a Pit Lord. Hopefully, what is Lycan not? Everybody was just sliding. Like nobody was moving their legs. What the?
Anchors, dude. Let's go.
What? Okay, that was weird. Oh.
I do like those pregame screens. Just like a cool way to.
We didn't get the taunts and stuff though, like we did the first 2 games. What was that?
You know,
What happened? But yeah, I think they have the lane advantages, especially top. It's a bit more even. It's probably like a 60-40, which is a win for the safe lane every single time. But I mean, Lycan can jungle pretty quickly too. He's probably just gonna get an early Necro and start split pushing. So.
Shout out to the boys on WoW.
You were wrong, by the way.
I was wrong.
You
I
owe me
still
$10.
think- Okay, that's nice.
You didn't know it, but that's how much you were gambling. I mean, that's just kind of the risk of gambling, though. You know, it's
I
dangerous.
gamble with how much I lose, you know.
Yeah.
So I guess this is like some Chakra Magic plus Sleight of Fist cheese in the top
Dude,
lane.
I really wanted to see the Coddle Pit Lord, honestly. I really wanted to see, like, double Firestorms coming out, but we're not going to get it. I think that's the better lane, honestly. I'm kind of surprised they're running it this way. But yeah, I mean, maybe it's the double chains or something that is also pretty nice. Like,
No, it's double
Sleight of Fists, yeah.
Sleight. You max Sleight and then you have it up.
In the safe lane, though, is that... Nephilim might just go down. There is a little bit of a mischance, but he misses the block with the wolves, so... Not actually going to be able to chase too much further. Bottom lane, they're actually chasing as well. Onto the Jakiro. Tadpole's on the complete wrong side of the map right now. But they can't really chase deeper behind that tier 3. There is a TP up on Clankers if he wants to go back into this. But they find Calypsis, who's just going to have to TP back to base now. But look at where the lane is. It's looking pretty good if you're Clankers. Like, he just needs to pull this into tower aggro. And call it good. But yeah, he's going level 1 Firestorm. Just get some damage into the creeps. I'm not the biggest. I still think you need to pull this away because some of these last hits are hard to come by. And he's gonna miss the range creep too. Take a little bit of damage as well. Oh, we just.
You will chase him.
Wait, what? Oh, he died to a tower, and I think that is first blood. So Tadpole was still back there. Wait, that is first blood, right?
It's not.
I'm pretty sure. We'll see. We'll see. I've seen it before where there is a kill before first blood, and then the first blood like logo doesn't pop up at the actual first kill.
Oh no,
was there for the XP though, I believe. Bottom, they're actually going to commit over onto Calypsis with the slow. Bravery's dropping slow low if they want to trade it. First blood does happen. It was just the tactical feed from Tadpole. Clanker's just clapping people. Might be able to bring down Tadpole too, but Firestorm just does not quite do enough.
This guy's a player. Let's go. So sick. Okay. Killing Ursa?
I mean, why? Okay. Why do people keep giving Calypsis Winter Wyvern? Stop giving him Winter Wyvern. Like, he's just gonna clap you every single time. Like, I don't get why people want to test him. Like, I've seen way too many plays from this. You saw it game 1. Sure, they lose the game, but like, definitely MVP of his team that game. And they're gonna get another kill here too. I think so, especially Jakiro saving them with the slow, but a couple more right clicks. Bray can walk away. Splinter Blast doesn't go out quite onto the right, so they slow down Tadpole. But look at how low Ursa is already. Again, he's got 4 tangos to come back up. Clanker's a little low as well out of mana, so they can't commit too much after this, but still they're getting a decent amount of harass into that bear. I don't know, is this how you play it when you have Jakiro in the lane though? Like the level 2 Earthshock build? Or overpower? I think you go 1-1-1, right? No, he goes 102.
Not sure. I think he wants to play this lane. He wants to play it more, I don't know, drawn out, I guess.
Well, Tadpole has to be a bit careful, but so does Clankers. The Splinter Blast does hit. Clankers just sitting here with so low HP, but he's just not giving a fuck. As they know Bray's also really low. Tadpole just popped salve on himself, and now Bray's just sitting here so unhealthy. Clankers buys a Tranquils and immediately disassembles it. Okay, he accidentally brought a Tranquils. I'm a little surprised he didn't leave it assembled for a little bit longer. Wait, can you disassemble Tranquils, or was that just?
He's cheesing it right now, so where he's gonna unlock it when he has some downtime, and then he's gonna lock it again.
Go for the heal, and then he can buy his Soul Ring. Okay.
Yes.
They are gonna get a little bit more damage to Tadpole, but we can't find a kill. I've been sitting bottom for like way too long. We can look at top.
No, dude, this is the lane to be.
Dude, there's not too much else going on. I feel like I hardly ever look at mid either, but looks like Slendy doing a little behind in terms of farm compared to the DK. Guard is actually able to pick up a rune. And in terms of harass as well.
Yeah, once this gets to higher levels, this Storm will not die to DK. Pretty much right now he is in a little bit of a threat. If DK gets 6 early, it's not gonna happen. I'm just kind of low mana though. Oh, good.
2 mangoes on Clankers.
Yeah, so really the time to look mid is like approximately now. If there are kills, it will be probably.
Oh, look at Tadpole's positioning right now, though. I don't think Calypsis is low enough to actually like find a kill, but they are going to chase Nephilim over in the jungle next to the outpost. There's the send back. QSS doesn't realize it. He didn't walk back in time, but the right click's still more than enough to bring down Nephilim. Looking for those bounty runes. The deny from Mafuz. What a player. And now Ultra Gunner is completely on the wrong side of the map. I mean, they're not going to get this kill. We also lose Tadpole. I think he just suicided again or something is what just happened.
So...
Yeah, he did.
This is the problem with picking Ember safe lane, where, like, you can't kill the other guy.
Oh, mid? Slendy's ticking down. It's Garda got level 6 before he did, and they can't quite get the kill, though. It's a double rotation from both supports.
He's 6 now. This is really bad, actually, for Celtics.
I feel like the Clankers is maybe fine soloing in Ursa. He is level 4 now on Bray Bray. Take up quite a bit of clicks. Plus the Rudy needs one more click and he gets it. Clankers with a nice play there, really just identifying. I mean, basically the Centaur gets him that kill, but Tip, I think, is very justified.
Yep.
If we are going to critique Tips here.
Hey, remember when I told you that Ember's gonna max Slight? Yeah, he did it. I know things.
He didn't put a single level in the chains. I thought he would go like a 1-3-1 at level 5, honestly, but...
This guy's like, I want to clear your zoo. That's his...
Well, it's still level 3. I mean, if he has chains there, maybe they can go on QSS, but...
Yeah. Okay, also, Ultra Gunner is doing some really weird build, where he's maxing Feral Impulse.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really get it. You're supposed to max...
Wait, so is it... It's 6 seconds or cooldown reduction on current things on cooldown, right? So he needs to slide a fist first and then get the buff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
How it is. So Ember's gonna be 6 soon, which sort of turns this into like a mid lane type scenario where he's totally fine. There's no threat to him. He can farm peacefully. Swift Ult is kind of a threat, but he'll have regen with the Remnant TP thing.
It doesn't work on ultimates either, does it?
Whoa, which thing?
No, it doesn't. Chakra does not reduce the cooldown of ultimate abilities.
Oh, that would be pretty busted, actually.
Dude, you could just like stick around your Enigma when the black hole's in cooldown and constantly cast it.
Wait, that would be crazy.
That would be so annoying to do, though. That sounds like so unfun. They are going to go bottom onto Bray Bray. Bray Bray is just gone again. Gets pitted by Clankers. And we're seeing still the power of one slow paired with a Pit Lord. I mean, Jakiro Ursa's supposed to work a bit better than this. But, I mean, maybe they try lane to start... Potentially, just to like be a little bit more aggressive on the Pit Lord. He just has so much space now. 3-0.
More CS than Ursa. This is really bad.
He's getting run. I think he's just getting used to this hero too. Slendy did rotate bottom to try and find something. Clankers is still over here. There is a stun up on Tadpole if they really want to chase this. Running forward from Slendy. Doesn't have the pull or hasn't actually used it yet, but they're still going to find Clankers. I think one more click is going to get it. No, he missed both and the stun from Tadpole. He missed 2 uphill attacks from Slendy. That would have been the kill. And that's so unfortunate because now Tadpole's gonna lose his life. He doesn't have the chains on the Ember, but Ultra Gunner with the rotation still gonna find the kill. They're not gonna get Bray Bray, fortunately for them. Garda just running high ground into a DD Storm, but looky how tanky this boy is. Overcomes the Ursa. He's got the slow at the same time, jumping to the low ground. Bray Bray doesn't have the overpower quite yet, throwing the Breathe Fire back so they don't do quite as much damage. There's the pushback as well, just going for the block, hopping forward yet again. Another stun. Bray Bray's out of mana or out of time. All the team rotating over, and Bray Bray just baited himself. Ultra Gunner gonna run forward. Slendy a little bit low on money, so he can't actually ult out. Clanker's just running at the both of them.
That's pretty crazy.
Meanwhile, top though, you look at this is exactly what Lycan loves. Like he's just okay. Leave my lane. I'm gonna take your tower.
So I don't know why he didn't max wolves. Like what is this?
I don't worry about it.
I don't understand it.
especially if he's going to be jungling, sure. It feels like a bit... It's hard to gauge what exactly the game's going to be doing, you know, 5 minutes from now.
I mean, yeah. I don't know.
Slendy's out of mana, by the way, but like an ult running in QSS, they can't really chase. Trying to bring down Garda. Ultra Gunner is going to find another kill bottom onto the Jakiro, but we're going to jump back into it. Top lane, Clanker's a little bit focused as well as the slow. Goes for the ult out, but it's not in time. No, he actually didn't get the ult out there. I believe that was just the pity. He hasn't even leveled it quite yet, Slendy. It's a nice ult from Calypsis, but it's not actually enough to get the kill. Getting sent back into both of those. The Centaur making space for now, but no heal on Calypsis to actually survive. No
So
Coddle ult yet either.
Did DK have
No.
that fight?
Nope.
Yeah, that's sort of seems like what the problem was.
This is a Blade Mail Rush Ember too, which I think it's pretty common for most cores to get Blade Mail nowadays too.
I think it's good. Ember is like he's one of those like magic cores that can be played as a carry now. Like you see this with Quaps, you see this with, like Void Spirits, where they build these like utility magic items, like Blade Mail, Vessel, Mules, and they still play like a carry, still kill people. So this is like perfect.
Yeah, and I'm not quite sure how, I mean, maybe you send the Jakiro top and you just start pushing the safe lane. Like, seem a little bit unfocused right now. They did lose their mid tier 1 to that DK, but that's kind of what you just gotta expect that to happen, right?
Ursa is also still very behind. He is like dirt poor.
It's a 4K gold lead early for Knights of Albert. And, I mean, it's the same lead we saw last game, right? At about this time, too.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't know if we'll get the same throws this game. We'll see. I don't know. I'm not sure. I really want to see this game go late, so hopefully we don't just get like a straight up blowout. Ultra Gunner might have just gone a bit too far. There is 6 up on the Disruptor. He's got the send back as well, but no, he's already used it. The send back into the pit, but he can just spear it back. Clankers with a nice positioning there. Fuzz just getting a little bit too in his head.
It was a really good outplay.
Just yeah, it's tough too. Like he didn't know whether he wanted to use the send back initially, but they're still trying to find Ultra Gunner. There's the save from Calypsis running forward on Lycan. Maybe you can bring down Calypsis. Ultra Gunner needs to just go for a TP. Going forward, Slendy gets the pull. A couple more right clicks is gonna get them the kill. They do net it, as well as Calypsis. They stayed just a bit too long, so don't feel too bad, Mafuzz. Your team's still picking them up. 5 to 8, they bring it back slightly. Oh my god.
I love the sound.
Oh my god. There's still not a 6 on Coddle. He did just pick it up, and I think that's really the big changer in these fights. They don't have that Will-O-Wisp quite yet. And they're gonna start having a storm problem here too. What?
That was weird.
That sound effect, yeah, it's the bounty.
Huh.
He has a bounty on Storm Spirit, okay.
Nice.
I didn't hear it last game, that's weird.
Neither did I. Maybe they didn't do one.
Potentially.
It has phase boots, let's go. Look at this poor man. This poor man. This is me. I'm sorry, this is me. I play like this sometimes. Where I just die 4 times in the safe lane. I know how it feels. Been down there, you know?
Yeah.
This like sick offlaner shows up to your lane, like smokes you. That's where you come in usually.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah. That's it, dude. You're just like, what is my life? You start the game with like a negative attitude.
Oh, they're blinking forward on Garda over onto Tadpole. I think they're gonna find this kill. It's a nice ult coming out from a Fuzz to make a little bit of space. Clankers is still pretty squishy here, but he's got a 4-step, pushing Garda forward to find a stun over onto the Disruptor. And now Garda actually using the ult so they can continue to push.
Okay. Underlord bought first item 4 stuff, and it is spectacular. This Ursa can do nothing. This Lycan can do nothing. Storm can do nothing. He just forces people away. All these heroes are like short range. Ugh. So good. Do you play Underlord?
I should probably play it more, but yeah, I don't know. I find like you don't really have control over the game too much as Underlord. You kind of just do your own thing, your utility, and hopefully your team can win the game. Like,
yeah, it's not like
you're an addition to your team. You're not like the game-winning hero. No. We get a blink in from the Storm. Clangster's is pretty low. Couple of right clicks gonna be able to bring him down. He doesn't run back into the Spirit, fortunately, but I still think he's gonna tick down here. Slendy still had enough, and QSS was running in with the Lycan as well.
So, the good thing about Radiant's draft is that the Ursa can just not be a factor. They have a Lycan. They have a... oh no.
Oh no. Do they have enough damage? Yes, they do. They get the cuddle afterwards, and Ursa is just gone at the start of the fight. It's probably the best target for that, if not the Storm. They lose Lycan as well, and down goes Tadpole. Just stop testing Calypsis. I'm telling ya. Stop it. Get some help.
This guy is balling out of control here. I like this. He's gonna go the 50 damage talent, and he's just gonna like smoke people.
I don't know. Potentially. It's probably what you do. Garda blinking in after the ult. Brebe is back up if he wants to try and chase down something, but he doesn't have the basher yet, so he doesn't really have lockdown for it. Garda might have just wasted an ult, honestly, because they don't really push after he popped it down. So
I think they're expecting this.
Oh, blink forward stun onto the Lycan. Can they actually get the kill as well as the slow? Lycan's just way too far ahead. Chains over onto Tadpole. No, he's actually already used it. Tadpole still just popping the ult, trying to make space. Maybe he can kill the creep wave. There is... nope. He does kill off the creep wave, so they cannot push for the meantime. So, I mean, a sick play there from Tadpole. At least he had the foresight to pull that off, but... looks like they are just going to run bottom, and this ult from Garda is about to go down as well. So they're not really going to get too much from this push.
Man, you know, I hate it when people say, like, Jakiro is not like a high-impact hero. The ult just stalls the game, and it is so good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the ice path...
and yeah, that's a pretty awesome play to make there, too. He's realizing he's going to die, so he runs forward to get his ult down. They might just get a kill on the Clankers. He goes for the 4-stab, but it gets caught in the field. Nice placement there from Mafuz. I think they might try and look for more. Garda's actually blinking forward, just going for some right clicks, but can they bring down the Disruptor? Couple more right clicks. Stun comes in from Jakiro, but it's not quite on time. Jakiro going down again as well, but goes the Storm. He gets caught up in that pull to cancel the TP from Garda, and Garda's gonna die afterwards. Ultra Gunner is just on the cliff, and QSS has no way to get him down. They do stop the tier. They continue to save these towers, Zphyr. Like, it doesn't matter if you're losing fights when you're saving towers, and they're still getting kills off the back of it too.
I guess. I just kind of... well, yeah, Garda's still pretty ahead. I just don't think you can be ahead and like lose a core hero right now. I feel like it's easy to lose a lot doing that. I don't know. I do still think that they have hit their tempo right now. I was a little worried that Radiance would be a little stronger with this like 5-man run at you lineup thing, but they kind of got past it. Lycan is just now getting his Necro 1, which is very late. You want this way earlier than this.
We are getting close to 20 minutes. I think they want to contest the outpost, but we do have the Wyvern all up in 5 seconds. They want to fight this. They can easily do it as well. Cuddle is a nice timing, but Nephilim's still going to tick down. They get the stun over onto the Ursa, as well as the nice ult just to lock him down. It doesn't actually hit anybody, though. Maybe hoping it would grab the Storm. Storm's still rooted. Do they have enough damage? Yes, they do. Down goes the Storm. Said they could burst him if they get the lockdown timing. A Storm for the 2 supports, and they also save the outpost. I think that's a pretty even fight, to be honest. I wish I had clicked the fight recap, but gone in a way before I could.
You know, I mean, they don't take a tower again.
Yeah.
So I think it's still a win for Dire.
I think there it's a win for Dire. I mean, they got the more kills, but again, you're just not taking objectives. I mean, nobody really is after all of these fights. It's mostly just economic damage, but...
Yeah. And then DK is building first item Halberd. He's going to have it now. This item has huge impact on DK, actually. On, like, any other like kind of carry hero, you wouldn't really want this item early, but DK makes use of it very well. The status resistance is huge. The regen amp is huge. You get 30% buff, and you have Dragon Blood. It's so much. The evasion's also huge, just 20 strength. So, all around insane item on DK. And evasion too. So, yeah. Looks like Storm's going for the Orchid. We'll have it soon. Smoke up on... Oh, they're going to smoke into Roche. Okay. There is no lifesteal in Ursa, though. Do they know? I've seen this before.
I don't know if they know. I don't think they do.
I think Radiant are just really good at taking Roche. Like, what is this? They just go and do it.
Yeah, I think this is just gone.
It's big. Storm has been the one... He's the one who most recently died. So... Aegis, let's say he finishes Orchid. This guy is gonna be a bit of a problem for a little bit. Ember just... Ooh, this is good. I like this. I'm just going for the Desolator here. This is a really cheap damage item.
Do Clankers... Okay, yeah, he's just ulting just so they could save this tower right now. Because they knew Lycan was sending the Wolves plus the Necro units in. They saved it! Yeah, we do get the sound. And now Ursa has to kill Winter Ribbon. I don't think you get points from lobby games, though. That would be kind of broken, because there's probably exploits for that. But
probably.
Well, there is. Like, you could just spam lobby games with, like, a pre-stack.
Yeah. Right. And you know people would farm that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't know if it'd be worth it. I mean, people are willing to spend, like, thousands of dollars on their Battle Pass every single year.
But there's also the ultra efficient people who don't spend that much money on this game.
Oh yeah.
I swear to God, I don't know if I told you, I sold $50 worth of loading screens and like items on the market, and I just bought the big battle pass.
Dude, I should probably do that. I don't know if I have that much though. I looked at my entire Steam library net worth, and it's not that high. Anyway.
Yeah. Ember jumps back. Good.
Garda may be blinking forward to go for it. He's got a nice halberd now. Again, they don't really have too much lockdown for a Storm, but it's not something they've really had to worry about. Maybe just hoping for the Hex, potentially, or the Silence. Or it's not the Princess Knife. Princess Knife is the Hex. It's the Mindbreaker. I think you get that on like Ember or something. Oh no, Storm's actually just gone a bit too far forward. Does get rooted, but there's the illusion rune. It's a great timing for it. It's gonna get slept as well. They can't focus down the cuddle. Muffas is gonna get the ult off onto the DK, but he just walks right out of the field, which wasn't timed correctly. Stun over onto the Ursa. Ultra Gunner's a little bit stuck on the cliff right now. He needs to get off, but he has another Spirit. Slendy able to jump off immediately afterwards as well. Ultra Gunner getting saved with the Force Staff as well as the Sleight of Fist. Stunned up on Slendy. Down goes the Storm yet again. He's lost his life once. Is going to get pitted as he comes back up, and I don't think they actually have enough damage to kill him again. Ultra Gunner maybe looking for the chains, but he didn't quite have enough mana. Trying to bring down the Ember between the heal procs. But he's just running out of mana so slowly. Has to get the ultimate out. Looking for the TP. Do they have a cancel? I don't think so. No, they do not. And that's actually going to send... That thing flies so quickly. They kill off the Storm once. It's still not an issue for them to find this kill. So surprisingly, they don't find a single kill on Radiant.
Nope.
They're still coming out on top.
So good.
Oh, we have 2 bounties going right now. Okay. How is a Disruptor going to kill a Pit Lord, though? Oh my god. Pull over onto Nephilim. It should be an easy kill for Slendy. One more right click is going to do it, but do they have the stun? Do they have the burst? They have a silence? No, they do. Sleight of Fist as well. Maybe they can get follow-up into Garda, but there's the root. Clankers is so damn tanky, keeping that Lycan locked in. Silence coming out from Muffas. Going forward is Brebe. He can burst down this DK, but he knows he's got that Halberd. He's going to miss a lot of those attacks.
Did you see that? He just didn't hit him for half the time. Halberd, man. That was sick. I can buy it more.
Oh, shit.
It's also why it's like so good on Huskar. Just like the regen amp, the status resistance, Asian. It's crazy.
Oh, I just now realized I had it on last hits the whole time. I usually remember to do it about 10 minutes, but we're good. We're good. At least we know that they have 171 CS on a Pit Lord at the moment, which is the highest in the game, but it's kind of what you expect, I guess. 3 cores of Dire still on top.
3 cores of Radiant, just below.
Oh, blinking for it again. I mean, this is the easiest kill for a Storm to find. A couple more right clicks might be able to do it. Calypso saving the support for now, but it's not going to matter. They keep QSS locked down initially. Clankers knows he has to maybe ult out of here even to live. He's used the Force Staff for now, but he's still waiting on the ultimate, and I think he might have waited just a bit too long. He gets bursted before the ult can finish, and it's another 3 kills. Back the other way.
Not insignificant. Those little kills on cores, they matter. Also, I mean, 2 supports.
Mm-hmm. Especially finding the offlaner too. There's not a lot of times you can find a Pit Lord that easily.
Yep. It's also big because Underlord is their tower defense hero, and this just means if that lane was just pushed a little more, that was a dead tier 2. It's like it does a Necro 3 now. Had it for a while, but very good item. What do you think about Necro? I've seen people like build it more on offlane now.
Dude, I don't build it just because I don't like microing shit at all, and I'd rather just play a hero. But I mean, everybody buys Necro every single game. I'm surprised we don't have a Necro on Dire right now. Maybe Clankers buys it. Necro Lycan's pretty. I mean, that's every single game too, though.
Yeah, no, it's
every single time you see a Lycan.
I've seen people build it on like Timbersaw. I think I saw a Prophet do it.
Mm-hmm. Those heroes kind of make sense too. Like heroes, I mean, Timbersaw can rat. Yeah. Not especially, but he gets the Necro units and he's a lot quicker. It's just for farming as well.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, Bravery is recovering actually.
Yeah, he's got a kill streak going, which we can actually see now with the Battle Pass update. Yeah. I'm not sure how I feel about that because it looks like his health bar has a DD, but...
Yeah, a little weird. Oh, that's kind of cool, actually.
Oops. Like there. Yeah, bottom again too. Ultra Gunner still pushing it in. They've actually blinked top. They want to find Nephilim yet again. They get the silence, but this time he has a stave stun. Gonna miss from the Jakiro.
This is a really cool Tinkerward here. Storm has a very short distance here. The tier 1s. That was a good kill attempt. I like seeing like little creative plays like that, where teams just like they figure things out, you know?
Mm-hmm. I think we're just gonna get a trade of both the tier 2s right now.
DK is keeping up in farm very well. Number 2. He has 3 items in 30 minutes. Pretty good for a DK. It's no Terrorblade, but job done.
From the tempest of battle. Never refuse gold given.
Ember's also keeping up. He's got, I think this is BKB for him too. Yeah, they have 2 BKBs on cores again. I think they've done this the past couple games, where they just pick up BKB at the same time. It feels so good. It is like overwhelmingly a power spike.
And I mean, can they steal this? Like, they basically just have to run in with the coddle. Maybe get the Will-O-Wisp off. It is about half health. Clankers knowing there's nobody else in there.
Dude, how do you
throw out the Firestorm?
I've seen this guy too many times.
Can they steal this? Do they have enough damage?
They got it. Underlord Q is really good for this.
Yeah, and well, they can steal it with Storm though. They can steal it with Storm though. They do have the pit on Clankers, but I mean the ult is going to be there. No, Blink 4. If they could kill off of the Disruptor, a lot of their counter initiate is gone, and I don't think they want to fight this anymore.
Disruptor was also the hero.
Aggressive play there from Garda. Just a sick play, and now they're going to catch the Lycan too. Does get the form off, but I think they can just keep him locked in with the pit, with the stun. Down goes QSS.
There's a cheese on the ground.
Wait, actually? Oh, there is. Tadpole could just steal that right now. He is going to get a nice D ward. There's still a cheese on the ground, though.
There is a cheese on the ground. Storm would love that one.
I mean, I think they just want to push. They're like, forget about it. Don't worry about it.
No, at this point, like, we don't care.
Or send a courier. They might just not know about it.
Dude, Ember has...
Tier 3s are going to fall, but they're going for the split push on the backside. Look at Storm. Storm's about to die. Calypsis. What? He just solo kills a Storm and there's no buyback. I can't believe it. Calypsis might have just made the game-winning play.
How did that? What?
I think it was literally just creeps and right-clicks from Calypsis.
Dude, he took the 50 damage talent, and he has medallions. He wants to kill people.
Hell of a play. They do get a nice ult from Disruptor on the 3, but QSS is still just dying in the middle of this to right-clicks. He's got no buyback, and now Ursa as well. Brave Ray getting clapped by Clankers. And I think we're finally just calling it GG. There is a buyback from Brave Ray. An early drop to the lower bracket. I think it's going to happen. I don't know how they make the defense here. Stun over onto Brave Ray. He doesn't have ult for another 5 seconds. He's going to continue to be rooted. That's a dieback down for 90 seconds. And I think that's just it. Garda has another ult up. This fight's lasted so long, he's able to use it twice. Stun forward onto the Jakiro. He is pretty tanky. They might be able to bring down Clankers. He would love that cheese right now, getting rooted up on the Storm. Slendy's still gonna get ulted, but there's the ult again from Calypsis. They can just focus him out as soon as it's over. 75 seconds down on the Storm. Triple kill for Ultra Gunner. And now Garda still running forward on the front side. QS is taking so much damage as well as the stun. They have him focused. They have him down yet again. 60 seconds down on Lycan. Double kill for Garda. Okay, basically a complete team wipe to end it. 33-minute game. But at the end of the day, Knights of Albert take the series. Streamer Simps falling down. The higher seed does win. Calypsis, you gotta ban Wyvern, please. If you're watching this in the future, PSA, ban Wyvern if you're playing this team. Do not give Calypsis Wyvern. I'm telling you.
This guy actually made so many plays on this hero. That was insane. The damage talent, man.
Look how close this game is to until right the very end. We're less than 10k the entire time, and then just falls off.
It honestly, for that like portion of the mid game, 20 to 30, felt kind of like a pro match where one team knew they were behind, and the other team knew they were ahead, and they kind of just like distributed farm evenly. Like you see that in like pro games, you rarely see it in like organized at this level.
Mm-hmm.
It felt really clean because they all kind of recognized they needed items, and it's not like they have like a TP or something that just farms really fast. So I don't know. Fun games though. It's good.
Oh, we can't get the breakdown of the battle pass points. Oh well. We could look at tips and stuff in pro games. Anyway, it was a 3-game series. We went the distance. It's 1 a.m. over there. It's midnight here. Hell of a round 1 match. There's more to come. I think I'm casting like 2 different games or 2 different series on Saturday, so watch out for that.
Nice.
Zphyr, thanks for casting, my dude.
Of course. I live for this.
Well, you live for this. Wow.
No, I mean, yeah, a little bit.
A little bit.
Enjoy it.
It's been good Dota to watch, so I'm happy.
I enjoy it.